Hello and good evening. Thank you for coming and checking us out. And for those of you that are checking us out later, we appreciate the look. We are Lucky 20 here, and I am the Game Master, Joseph Miller. Tonight we are going to be starting our first official session of the the Goblins of the Glorion Archipelago. We appreciate anyone giving us a look. And if you like what kind of stuff that we're doing here, if you could give us a like, share it, and subscribe, we would appreciate it.
Subscribe.
And without any further ado, I will turn it over to the players to introduce the characters that they are bringing to the table. So, take it away, buddy.
Hello, my name is John Grove, and I'm going to be playing Krull, the Barbarian. I'm from the arms-dealing clan Blackfang. We have many different business dealings with people all over. Some of them are the No Quarter Court and the Rebellion of Viridian. As the best bugbear blacksmith alive, it's my duty to make sure that everyone here in my party is outfitted with the best of all weaponry and armaments. As one of the Seekers of the Moon and the Follower of Carticus, I will protect my pack. One day, the weapons that I make will take back our homeland. I am 6'7", and I'm currently wearing my blue obsidian breastplate that I made with a little bit of help of Kennick, and leather wrappings that cover the rest of my fur.
I'm Colin Carter, and I am playing Zakan. I am a goblin artificer of Clan Bombast. My family hails from a line of inventors and tinkerers, and have experimented with the crafts of engineering and alchemy over the years. My clan has always been in service to the people in the realm of Goblins, bringing order with our crafts, and I carry on my clan's fervor to understand the mundane and the abstract qualities of this world. I continue my search for these things, not only for myself, but in the service of my deity, the Unnamed One, a mysterious entity that drives my thirst for knowledge to satiate its own lust as well. Even so far as to study Saret Jafat, a blight upon our realm known as the Weeping Chaos. Despite my disdain for its destructive anarchy, it has granted me knowledge to have the chance of seizing a new future for my people. Through understanding the power that comes from this realm, I have learned how to bring order to chaos to a degree, and chaos to my enemies. With this, I intend to bring our people a better future. As a goblin, I'm only about 5 feet tall, and I currently wear a dark steel breastplate and just some simple brown cloth. Most of my body I have covered in simple wraps in order to disguise my identity.
Hi, I'm Mario Angulo, and I am playing Foxner. Foxner from the Clan of Lamb Chops. My father, his name is Wolfner, and my mother, Defwana, who's deceased at the moment, and for a long time. My brother Gunther and my sister Defwaka are, of course, my siblings. Come from a hard-working family. We ran a coliseum called the Lion and the Lamb. This was in the city of Kobolis, where we were from, where I was raised for all my life until, certain events that happened. We held and sat 5,000 in this coliseum in our venue. It held weekly events from fights to pie eating contests. It was a huge venue. It brought a lot of coin, and it was so much that the king wanted, of course, his take in it. He ordered a meeting with my mother and my father, which then asked for some corruption to happen inside of our beloved venue. Of course, he wanted one of the fighters to take a fall, and my father said, no, we're not going to allow that to happen. So they took my father, and a week before this whole chaos ensued, it was just a catastrophe. Before we were saved, the righteous storm had come through. They were, of course, saving us from an evil that was trying to cleanse us and rid the world of all goblins because of an ancient prophecy that mentioned a group of goblins were to be saviors of the world. I wear studded leather armor that is dark brown with black undertones, wraps covering any skin that could be revealed. I enjoy my large hat, which is the biggest in the world. Elegant mask, which is made of wood that is black and white markings on my cheeks. I'm a sword bard. Of course, I carry a specialty lute with carvings of my clan's name on it. I'm a charlatan. I can convince most people of things that most would not believe. I may not be super strong or intelligent, but I am smart in other ways that some would like to be. Currently I've gotten really, really good at playing different instruments and have now gained some powers that allow me to use my magic and my music and singing to interact with arcane powers. I have learned new songs amongst my travels, and since coming out of hiding, I've played at several places in Twin Tier and also Meadowhip. My main goal is currently to find my father and my siblings. I know they're still alive, and free them from the clasp of the wicked king.
Hey, my name is Tyler Giddings, and I am going to be playing Virkin. My name is Virkin. I am a druid halfling from Clan Hideback. My family comes from humble beginnings, but we have always had an affinity towards all animals. Other druids care for and love the land. We choose instead to focus on the creatures that roam those lands. This focus has given us a deep understanding and an intimate connection with all creatures. This opened up doors for my family and led to opportunities to help others with all things from finding to saving creatures. One such opportunity was a job that my family did for one known to me only as the curator. My family's trajectory has never been the same since that job. Finally, having enough coin, we were able to found the Ark, a base of operations for the family business. Life became busy as word of my family's affinity for animals spread. This, of course, was all before the brine bitch stole our homeland. I will stop at nothing until I have fulfilled the prophecy of my people and restored our homelands to freedom.
Thank you, guys. So, as the game master, I am playing the world. The world that we are on is known as Itnius. It is currently the western hemisphere of Itnius that we are focusing on, in a place specifically known as the Glorion Archipelago, a place boxed in by the Fririn Shelf to the north, by an eternal storm known as Dempsey's Hole to the west, by the steaming glaciers known as the Zulurins to the south, and by the warfaring nation of Waridia to the east, that has been advancing towards the west ever since dominating island by island, asserting their dominance across the seas. But our story here begins 15 years prior. There was once a prophecy made by the Red Oracle within New Vex Hexia, stating, Altum Rex, that great render of seas, will return anew, unless the youngest of Goblinkin rise, up to stop those that will bring him through. Hesperia, the high priest of Altum Rex, who is colloquially known as the Brine Bitch, she did not give herself that name. She's not a nice person. She came through, brought her armies, rushed them towards Kobolus, and sacked the city, killing nearly everyone and everything within the city proper, in an effort to thwart this prophecy from coming true. But unbeknownst to her, a group of mercenaries known as the Righteous Storm were contracted to save the young Goblinkin from the city, and through their efforts and overcoming adversity were able to rescue 26 of them and get them out of Kobolus before the city was completely sacked. The Righteous Storm took these goblins and brought them to an island known as Archeolono, and in the heart of this island founded a city known as Twin Tier. Within this city, they raised these goblins until one day they would be ready to take off to sea on their own. Now these goblins, 15 years later, in the year 179 of the Ascension, have been out making a name for themselves as a band known as the Viridian Revenants. So far, the Revenants have been called to protect Twin Tier, which first brought them into adventuring. There was an instance where the Righteous Storm were out of town on a mission that they needed to gain intel from actually the very island these goblins returned from. While they were gone, a sickness spread across the entirety of the town, and the Viridian Revenants had to go siege this through to see what was causing this. After dealing with the entity that they found out was a hag named Eshka, with some consequences and with some help from Metawhip, they were able to bring a cure back to the city and end the sickness that was going on. After dealing with Eshka, they were contracted to watch someone that had been recently arrested, known as Yerev. They knew that the mercenary crew, known as the Yellow Glaive Slavers, were going to attempt to break him free, and they were able to successfully guard against this and come up with a deal between the Yellow Glaive and the town of Twin Tier that benefited both after a long, drawn-out battle that ended in a sort of stalemate. After this occurred, they were contracted by a wealthy merchant in Twin Tier to go deal with a group of creatures that were fiendish in nature called the Cavanels. They went up forth into the Finned Caverns, into the Finned Mines, to go and seek these creatures out as they were dealing harm to the Jade Marble quarry that was in the town. After dealing with these creatures and taking on several different versions of them, learning that they use rituals to change their bodies, they were able to thwart whatever was going on and discovered what was an addict. They learned through meeting a scholar there that there were several of these cavern dwarf addicts spread across the island. After returning from dealing with these Cavanels, they were offered a job to go up to the Kangarook, who was the king of the Glacier Bears, and deliver him a package as part of a festival that he was having. They went up to this event, had a lot of interactions along the road, had a very tedious journey making it up there. Once they were there, they spent time with the Glacier Bears, got to know several of them, got to meet several people from all across the world. They had a good time interacting with them and ended up saving several of the honeybees and restarting the glacier honey production up there, becoming friends with several of the Glacier Bears in the process. After leaving this event, they went down into the woods that were to the southwest of the Kanga Revelrin. Within there, they met with the Wicker King, people that were serving an entity known as Rosa Belcroft, spreading an ability known as the Wicker throughout the land, in hopes of starting a rebellion against the city of Clomascorpia, the great city to the west on the island of Archeolono. After meeting with them, talking of rebellion, they went back to the Kanga Revelrin to talk with the Glacier Bears once more and went back towards town. En route to town, they lost two of their own on the journey back, making it a very poignant return home, contemplating on how to grow stronger. After they returned home, they stayed home for 3 months and trained, gaining new abilities, learning new ways to deal damage in combat. After training, they found out that their town was having an issue with an entity known as a Sumleti, a creature that originated somewhere from the Shining Court, one of the Fey Courts. They learned that this creature was trying to perform some kind of a ritual that would be able to bring creatures from his old realm into this one. They were able to thwart him and stop him by removing his bloodline from existence. After dealing with this, they decided to go to the town of Metawhip, which is where they are currently. After arriving in Metawhip on a dangerous journey through the river, they've been dealing with a group known as the Circle of Murringa, a cult to an infernal deity known as Murringa that is seeking something here within town. They have been apparently kidnapping people and having attacks on the citizens in the area for the past several months. There's ongoing death matches that these guys, the Viridian Revenants, are trying to find out how to invade and potentially stop, as well as put an end to whatever the cult's ambitions are. On the tail of this Circle of Murringa, they've had several altercations already, thwarting one of their operations in an underground facility, as well as helping to defend Meadowhip against an ongoing attack against the storehouses of all their herbalism guild's supplies. Although they were only marginally successful at that, they were recognized by Meadowhip for having helped the town, and now have the favor of the High Warden Usto Dajin. After dealing with this, they've been making plans and talking with several people across Meadowhip, trying to recover after grueling combats and regain back their strength so that way they can pursue whatever goals they have next. So, now that we are up to speed, we are going to do something that we do every session. We are going to roll a luck roll at the beginning of this session. We're going to see who can hashtag get lucky. We do this thing where if a player rolls a crit at the beginning of the session, then everyone's first roll of the night is at advantage. Otherwise, whoever rolls the highest has advantage on the first roll of the night.
I feel it. I feel it tonight.
Do you know?
Oh, give me some love.
We need this time.
Nope.
Do it.
No.
That ain't hurt.
Oh,
I got a 7.
is that a
7?
good or a bad luck?
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
What'd you get?
3.
Oh, I'm in the lead. I got a 5.
You
got it twice in a
Wow.
row.
Twice in a row. Good for you.
On
Good
a
for you.
7, no
A
less.
7.
It was slightly cocked.
Nah, let's stop using this rule.
Let me stop using this die.
So,
This one hasn't worked.
last session. Long session. Lots of things occurred. At the beginning of last session, you guys went down to the south side of town to investigate what was an altercation between a mercenary known as Amrity Vasilu and a group of bandits known as the Daggerhearts. They saw what was the aftermath of this event, which was very bloody, and it looked like Vasilu got the better of them. After this, they went down to the beach, spent some time talking to some kids and some orphans that were down there, as well as meeting with a snake charmer named Miskell. After this finished up, they had several more meetings across town with several other prominent figures, but across all these different meetings, there were some visions that were had by a few of the revenants here. Krull spent time learning about what was an organization called the Crescent Watch and being invited to a hunt with them. Zakin spent some time learning about the entity known as Murringa, and specifically getting a scroll read to him that was an infernal that he could not read by an NPC known as Olgan Velengal, who was able to tell him a lot of information regarding the origins of Murringa and possibly translate a new style of magic that he could learn about. Foxner, last session, he spent most of his time playing in the bars, but he did receive a message from Rudy Pumperwhipple that was an invitation to the death matches and is their first clue towards that end. He also offered up his ally, Kahb, as a potential challenger in the arena of the Ned and Voyager against Rudy Pumperwhipple. Virkin had a very interesting vision of several different magical, mythical, mystical, in some way, large plants across the different islands of Archeolono, as well as some confirmation on why Praxis, their fallen comrade, was not returning to this life when offered the opportunity. We ended this session with an altercation with a Storm-Thorough Sphinx. The group had seen several different robbings in the middle of the night, but had only seen the aftermath. This time, in the middle of the night, they were able to confront what was this large creature that seemed very out of place and was robbing people for their coin. After this altercation, they went back to sleep when Zakin was woken up by the visage of a specter over him, and what was a specter over the body of his comrade, Kahb. So, we are going to get right into it. This is a combat. We're going to roll initiative. You have advantage on this roll. I am going to be rolling 3 times on this. We do something a little bit different here. We do a side-based initiative. So whichever group runs the higher initiative score, they all get to go first. So, roll initiative, guys.
Oh, damn it.
19.
My highest is a natural 17 with a +2, so I have a 19.
I rolled a natural 18.
I win.
Ooh, what'd you get?
22.
22.
Nice.
Oh, I have 22 as well.
22. Okay, guys.
There was the crit that I needed.
So,
Another roll.
This
Hey,
will
not a
be
bad one.
Virkin, do you have a character?
I can get a different one out. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So these are the beds. I'm just going to arrange you however, because it's not that important where you guys are
Oh
sleeping.
yeah, I was awake, looking out the window in the nude.
Right.
He was.
I was.
Right.
He was.
Clearly not paying enough attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that's not true. I was paying the perfect amount of attention to do what I needed to do.
This right here is Haug and the boys.
I'll just be this.
I'll
blue one.
leave it up to you guys to run them. If you guys, this is you right here.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey, would I have
Easy
been
differentiation.
You're asleep.
would I have been healed at all since the interaction where I
No.
was damaged?
No, because that just happened tonight.
Yeah, we're. We ain't looking too good there, buddy.
No.
All right. So Zakin, which one are you, buddy?
You're right.
Tyler, do you have this up by the way?
Yep.
Am I right? This one?
Yep.
Okay. There's a spirit entity, and this one right here will be Kahb.
It's a little bit of an awkward angle, but it'll be better going forward.
Yep. Still a little bit of a work in progress, guys, but that's what we're here for, improving and getting some feedback. So, as we have you guys having the higher initiative roll, what you guys see before you are two spirit entities, and you can see that these creatures look like they're moving towards Kahb and they are moving towards Zakin. You guys are surprised. Nobody noticed this, but you beat them in the initiative order. So all of you guys, by the time it gets to a turn of which you guys can do things, all of you have your reactions back. Now, Bairn is able to do things. So Bairn will probably just take a couple of attacks at one of them. I will let you guys, when it's on your turn, determine what he does for this and for that thing. So, but as of right now, it is each of your guys' turns with the surprise action. Unfortunately, you guys get kind of cucked on that, but it is what it is. So, really what I'm saying is, it's my turn to go.
Yeah, because Baron can't do anything, can he?
He was asleep, actually, so he is surprised. I was incorrect. Alert still leaves you surprised if you were asleep.
Yep.
So, seeing
I was the only one who was.
Zakin and Kahb right before them, you watch as each of these specters breathes out softly and reaches towards each of your comrades, trying to inject themselves within their bodies. You can see as each of them tries to shove themselves into an orifice that is above the waist. So, I need Zakin to make a charisma saving throw, and I will make one for Kahb.
Nice. That's a crit.
Ooh. That is not. You watch as this creature tries to get itself inside you, and you are able to hold your sense of self strong enough to resist. But you watch as this creature does move within Kahb. As it moves within Kahb, you see as Kahb, his eyes glaze over, and you see as he says to you all, tricky situation you're all in. And you watch as he reaches into his bag and grabs out the Circlet of Murringa that was given to him 3 sessions back. And you watch as energy from the circlet envelops his arm, and you watch as his form changes. And you see as once again, the priest from the facility in the basement that you fought on the stairwell's visage appears over Cobb's body. You can see spiritual armor, a shield, and a weapon, and a helm appear over his guise. And you can see as an aura is emanating from him in this moment. As this is happening, go ahead and make a luck roll for me.
Start on me, I guess. Yes. 6.
A 6.
Gotcha, no.
And you see as 2 more spirits move
Oh,
through the
no.
door. Okay.
Oh, that's the worst.
And it is your guys' turn, your action economy. So once again, at the top of the combat, you guys have a good minute to a minute and a half to discuss everything, and then we move from left to right unless someone says anything different.
I don't think holy water and radiant's going to get rid of this dude.
So everyone's
Why
asleep
not?
except for me, right?
No, you guys have all been woken up.
We've all
You've
Just
all
for a
woken
point of clarification, there is no more circuit. It is gone. It's blended. It is morphed into Kahb,
circlet.
or it's the circlet.
Yeah,
Or is
you
it-
don't see the circlet anymore.
at all. Okay. All right. So yeah, we can't break it.
Well, I mean, he's still possessed, so as
Right.
far as we know, that still holds true.
Yeah, but we
It
can't
should.
unpossess people unless they had a circlet on.
Well, that was only because we were afraid of knocking them out and the circle would kill them.
Oh, is that circle around his neck now?
He doesn't have the circle. It's not on it.
It's not even on
Yeah,
him.
but we don't know. It could be around.
You
his
don't
neck.
know, but you should make a plan.
Should
You're
try.
not much
Regardless,
We gotta try something.
Yeah.
what I'm going to do, since I am naked, is I'm going to don a shield.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
It's a good nude move.
And
Cool.
I don't
Anyone
really
else?
have a bonus action that I'm willing
Anyone
to
else?
do.
Any other things? Any other
Um,
plans? Or are you guys good?
Point of clarification, just from my understanding, when we interacted with the water before, did putting the water on ourselves seem to do any kind of effect?
It
Like-
only interacted with Kahb simply for having the ability to hit them, and it also seemed to provide some protection against them hitting you.
Got you. Okay.
But
You
you
have
cannot
any water?
I
simultaneously
have
do
several
both.
flasks.
The only reason it worked
Okay,
on
I'll
Kahb is
leave-
because he was using his fists.
Yes. No, yeah, it's
Do you
more
have
the
holy
defensive
water?
purpose.
Exactly.
I have, I believe, 6 flasks left.
We at least need to hit
Yeah.
Kahb with one of them.
I'll need one just to put on my saber
Okay,
frost.
so you guys know that it's in his pouch. It is a free action to grab things, an action to use it. So that's been enough time. So it is now your go, Krull. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, then yeah, I will go over to Zakan and grab out one of the holy waters.
All right.
and walk over to, or stay 10
Oh,
feet.
you-
To stay 10 feet. I'm gonna stay 10 feet away from Krinko and smash it on.
Which one are you?
This one.
You're this one?
So you're just
So I'm
turning
gonna- I'm
around.
So you're gonna move to Zakan, which
Yeah,
is
Zakan.
this one.
And stay
Okay.
10 feet away from him. And
So you grab the holy water.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'm gonna smash it on him.
And you're gonna smash it on him.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Gotcha.
21.
21. You watch as he moves his shield in the way of this holy water and smashes it against the wall. It just spills, and you watch the water runs down the wood.
Okay.
Anything
Okay.
else? Okay.
But no, because I already raged. Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
There you go.
That's all I
Your
got.
turn, Zakin.
All right. Yeah, that's not concern at all. I will, continue the idea. I will first get up, so I'm standing,
Okay.
and yeah, no, same deal. We need to get this guy out of call, and I will willingly take attack opportunity. I will try to step away from this person that's next to me.
Okay. You watch as this creature reaches out, and you can see as it does so, you can see as energy, its hand moves through you. And let's see if, you can go ahead and give me a DC 12. This is going to be a a Constitution saving throw. You watch as it moves its hand through, and as it does so, you
Pass. That's
Yes.
15.
You watch as it tries to drain something out of you, takes some of your essence, but you seem to resist it. So you're good.
Excellent.
Where are you moving to?
I will move just like 5 feet away. There's not really much room to move in there, just to get out of its range.
Okay.
And then I will throw a flask at that Kahb.
Okay, gotcha.
That's cocked. Natural 1.
Natural 1. As this happens, you see as Kahb says, "Jeez, you always sucked with those." All right, your go, Foxner.
Oh, where's the exit?
This is the exit right here, and each of these X's is a window, but it will have to be opened up to be gotten out of. You can see the doors are marked by these double lines.
I want to run out.
This you?
Nope, I'm the little guy.
This one right
there.
here? Okay,
I'm,
right
Of
here.
course, disengage if I need to.
You do need to, and you use a
Okay.
bonus action, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Right, okay, gotcha. Free action, you open the door, and you can see what is Haug and the boys that are sleeping right there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna yell at them and say, I'm gonna wake them up.
Yeah, what do you say?
Get up, guys! There's some damn ghosts out there.
Which is Haug's like,
Hurry! We
Ghosts.
need you. We need you now.
I will be right.
Hurry!
You see, it's like they're all hacking, and he slaps these guys. They're like,
I'm gonna start slapping them
yeah,
guys.
just like you watch this Foxner just like, get up, ghost! Like, it's just, and they all get up. Kahb is this extra little one for no reason, and then there's these three. This is for you guys. You already know what their stat blocks are, so I'm not controlling them. On your next turn, you can control them. Right?
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'll take how I have a stat block already.
All right.
Okay.
You're good.
Well, yeah, first I was just say you can swap me out with this one because it has a base, so it won't fall over.
Which one were you?
The blue one.
Gotcha. All right.
So yeah,
There's a spirit next to you.
right. So I'm going to bend down and pick up a shield.
Okay. You do
I'm
so.
gonna don that, and I'm also going to grab the Fashwick blade.
Okay.
And I don't think I have any bonus action sauce because I am out of spell points. And let's see. No, I have nothing else to do. So I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't hit me.
Okay. And then Bayern. Bayern, does he have a magical weapon? I don't know if he does or
I
not.
don't
He has the
believe
broken one.
he's the broken knife, the
Yeah.
strike dagger, but it's
Ah.
broken.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have its magical quality any longer then. Yeah, so the only thing that he will do is he will reach into your pouch and he will try to toss a holy water at dude. Because that's all he can really do at this point. Ooh, that's a natural 18. Plus he's proficient in improvised weapons. So that should probably be like a +3 or a +4. Somewhere in that
+5.
range.
He's got 3 in his
+5.
decks.
All right, gotcha. You see as this looks like it's about to land, and you see as this specter does the same thing one more time. You watch as this guy takes the mace that's in his hand, and you watch as he just pushes it in front right as it breaks, and it breaks on the mace, and he swings it behind him, ridding of the liquid that's on it.
The guys for Haug.
Yep.
What was their stat block again?
They're hobgoblins.
Just a regular. Okay.
Mhm.
There was no changes to it.
Well, there's really not. No. Minor, but it won't matter in this context.
Okay. Yeah. So you got Haug. So do you want to have him do the thing?
It's next turn that you guys can.
Oh,
So,
they're
yeah, they just
next
woke up.
turn.
Yeah, they just woke up. Yeah, exactly. So now it is these guys' turns, right? You will see as this one next to you, Birkin, you're going to watch as it is going to try to hit you with its hand. You're going to see as it moves a hand through you. That is a 9 + 4, a 13 to hit.
Missing because I have a shield.
Ooh! You watch as the hand goes, and you watch as the shield, which really should not block a spirit, but you watch as it just like, oh, was that a magical shield? And just reaches back a little bit. And then you will see as this one is going to go over this way towards you, Foxner, and is going to do the exact same thing. You're going to watch as it's going to reach a hand through your physical body. Ooh, that's cocked. And you're going to watch as it does so, it just goes to reach for you. And as it does, you can see that this creature, almost like maybe this person, spirit, had a nervous tick in real life. And they just kind of just like, they dab for a second and miss. Just like, yeah, barely missing you.
What is that? Get off
This
me.
one
It's next to me.
go towards you. Let's see if it recharges. Yeah. You're going to watch as it moves towards you, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, geez, buddy.
I know, I'm
You're
so-
going to see as it's going to move towards his
Oh,
mouth,
no.
and it's going to try and force itself in.
It's all right. It's all right. You guys can take me out.
Not the two good boys.
Yep. It's a DC 12 charisma save.
What'd you get?
Sorry, I rolled a 1, so I got a 0.
You watch as the specter forces its way within the mouth of your ally.
Oh,
Once again, now he becomes a king in this game of super checkers. Gotcha. He does not have any weird items on him that super transform him, but he is possessed nonetheless. Okay? This one is attacked, that one's attacked, this one's attacked. Only big boy is left. You watch as he moves towards you guys. As he does so, you see as he lifts his mace up high, and you're going to see that as he does so, you're going to watch as it's going to funnel up itself with some kind of energy, and you're going to see as He hits, aiming at you, and you're going to see as he does so, that energy propels it towards you. He's going to add a +10 to this. Actually, this is odd even, because I don't know who this is. This is Bayern, this is you. So you're even. Odd, going towards Bayern. And that is super going to hit Bayern. You guys are going to see as he smashes him in the face with this mace, doing 10 points of bludgeoning damage to him, and then he's going to make one more at him as well. Hitting him again, I'm pretty sure.
No.
And doing an additional 8 points of bludgeoning damage for a total of 18 points of bludgeoning. I do not think that Bayern has that much HP.
Remaining.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So
Pretty sure he's unconscious.
Bayern is down. You watch as Kahb moves towards him with this mace, hits him once in the chest, reels it back, and hits him in the throat. And you watch as Bayern starts choking and just passes out. You got this, brother. As he just falls backwards. Okay, and that is the end of these guys' turns. Back to you. You guys have a minute and a half to discuss, and then we'll get started. All right.
All right. So
Okay. We still need to get people out.
I'm running away.
Even more so now.
you're running away.
Well, away from the ghost is right next to me, and I only have 6 HP.
Yeah.
You
And
have
on
your
top of that,
songs.
none of us
You also
have-
have your songs.
Yeah, and on top of that,
I
most of
do
us don't
have songs?
weapons.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I didn't know if
Those
Yeah,
are,
we
those
can
are every
use-
day.
I didn't use any, right?
Yeah, we just also have two allies possessed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you hit me, I'm down.
I'm not running away totally. I'm just running like maybe 30 feet away.
Like, even if you smash one of those bottles on me, I'm down.
How much HP do you have?
2.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Here's the thing. I don't know if we have enough health to survive these guys super great.
Yeah.
Not unless we start really hitting. them.
Because, like, if we down you, it might shunt the spirit out of you, but then we're just minus you fighting, more spirits.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, that's still better than him hitting us.
That's true. That's true. I can probably take care of him if you want to try and take care of.
I'm gonna try and get some holy water on this guy on Kahb.
Okay.
You've seen that he has a couple reactions.
Yeah,
You've seen he has a couple. Just
Yeah, it's
it's not gonna be easy.
you just need a really good number. That's all. Like, you guys just haven't set a number like clearly.
right. Yeah. We have to. That's
Yeah.
like 19 plus.
Yeah, try and help each other out. Try and help each other out. That's all I can say. So
Let's say if someone give me advantage, I can melee.
I
that.
can give
It'd
you
be- it'd be
advantage.
better. It'd be better than me
Well,
trying to throw.
can the
this.
hobgoblins get in there?
This turn, yeah.
In this turn, they can get in there to give you advantage.
Boys, hogging the boys.
Yeah, I just need someone next to me.
all right. So here we go.
I can do it without getting next to
You are controlling how you're controlling the boys.
boys.
So if you need to interrupt, remember. Otherwise, your turn, Krull. What are you doing?
I'm possessed.
Ah, thank you for reminding me. So you will not go on your turn. You go on their turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out another flask of this holy water, and I will hold my action.
Before you do that, I'm going to have my owl do a flyby
Even better.
Gotcha.
on him.
Okay, gotcha. You see as this owl moves and moves around the head of this specter who tries to swat it at, but just can't. It's just like, what is why? Why?
See, it's such a good thing. I
Because
got that
fuck
owl.
you. That's why. Oh yeah, that's a 21.
That misses.
No way.
Sorry,
It
buddy.
has to
He
be
gets his
25.
turn back. You're gonna watch as he burns a reaction
Jeez,
and
that's
knocks it
really
off.
hard to hit.
This was true last time as well. You once again, you see the same armor, that full plate
Yeah.
manifesting on him. He's wearing a shield and full plate.
He looks just like the big boy from the dungeon. That's kind of crazy.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah,
forget you
I
have Haug
will.
as well.
Yeah, Haug is gonna definitely move in there.
All right, you will see as Haug is going to yell out that his weapon turns magical to give him a clear shot. And you will see as he pulls out a dagger, and you can see that this dagger reminds you of the exact same lining of Miskil's basket.
Oh, interesting.
Can't say anything. Also,
Oh.
I'm possessed.
Yeah, you are possessed. You also notice this. You also notice this, and you're gonna see as this dagger starts to glow a little bit.
I don't know if you care about this, but this is my owl.
Okay, gotcha. Where do you want it? It's fast flyby, so
Yeah, it
theoretically
would have
could be
certainly gone somewhere safe. Like
there.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
yeah,
And another
exactly.
spirit. No. She has 14 owl spirits.
Your owl gets possessed. Plus fly by.
And starts helping all of them.
Wow. No way.
Starts flybying us. That sucks.
Right.
Yeah, Haug, I think it would be smart for him. He's going to run by this guy, but as he's running by, he will make a strike non-lethally to knock him out.
He's going to get one opportunity attack.
That's going to have to happen.
All right, gotcha. So we can make it to him. Let's see if anything happens. Miss. Yep. Watch as
Other
it
side,
misses.
just so he gets advantage.
So there we go, like that.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
So since it's not my
Uh,
turn yet, since
that
I recklessly attacked last turn, technically it went. I just this is the only.
It's going on the other person's turn. I got it.
It's
Oh,
a
I'm
15.
15. Yeah. What's your AC?
15.
15. Gonna hit.
All right.
How
and
doesn't need to roll
No,
damage? Yeah,
it's
you're down.
auto down. And then he is going to move. How much moves do you have left? Yes, he's 30 total.
That's all of it.
That's all of it.
That's all. I was even being a little generous on that.
Would it be a bonus action try to throw that dagger?
He bonus action turned it magical.
Ah, got it. That'll be it then for him.
And that persists until his next turn.
Gotcha.
The end of his next turn, it's gone. So, all right. Your turn, Foxner.
Well, I need to get away from this guy, and of course I'll.
He already used his attack of opportunity to hit Haug, so you know you can get away from him for free.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to do anything while your allies are around you, though?
Well, before I dip out, I am going to do the sort of song play.
Song of Swordplay?
Yeah, the
Okay.
song of sword play. Yeah,
All right.
that's the one.
You guys watch as he starts drumming on those drums. And you guys can feel as he starts tapping on them with his sword, and you guys can just feel empowered to get that extra sword strike.
All right.
All right, and where are
so,
you trying to go, buddy? Where are you?
So everyone in. Well, I'm just going to go around the corner. I guess like
there?
like 15 feet.
There? That's
Oh,
where,
well, cut the corner and come
This way?
Yeah,
okay, so you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want to move there?
that'll be good right there. Yeah.
Start yelling Murringa, Murringa.
So, but of course, I would have did an attack.
Before you move.
I think you did. No, yeah. If you're trying to attack, you can.
Right,
You can attack with
couldn't have
Saber
attacked
Frost. Yeah,
with my-
yeah. Action.
I would have saber frosted that.
You don't have
If
Saber
you're-
Frost.
Why doesn't he?
We have to check in all of our weapons.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you don't have Saber
Oh, I
Frost.
don't.
That's a thing. Yeah, Haug had that hidden on him. A lot of you guys are without weaponry.
That's true. Okay, then I would have just.
Unless you would have hid that.
I would have firebolted them.
You would have firebolted?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and make a roll. You can, and it would have been
But-
smart to do as you're leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming he did.
Yeah.
That's
believe that I even.
21.
21 hits. You
Nice.
see as this doesn't do as much damage as you're hoping, but it does hurt them. So
Nice,
roll
okay.
damage. Yep.
That's 10 max damage.
Nice. Okay, got it. All right. Virkin and the boys.
Yes. So as he comes running out, I'll do the boys first. The boys will.
Each of them can use a bonus action to turn their weapons magical to the end of next turn, and they each, just like Haug, have a dagger
Okay.
that they've hidden.
So they're gonna move. The one that's nearest the room is going to get as far into the room as he can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can he move diagonal?
Yeah.
Yeah, like right there. Sure.
Okay.
And then those two are going to flank the one in the doorway. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. However they need to do it. And those
All three
two,
can still attack.
Those two will both activate their blades and make attacks.
Okay, so double
And-
advantage.
The other one is actually he'll action dash to get on the other side of Kahb.
He will take one attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So boom, 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 boom to right there. This guy will reach out at him. He needs to make a DC 12 con save.
So that one popped out of me.
Oh, yes, it would pop up out of you.
Sweet.
A con save.
Mhm.
Yep, he passes.
All right. No, nothing
Roll the
happens to him.
natural 12. So.
Nothing happens to him. Yep.
Cool. And then those two right there, they're both making attacks at
Okay.
advantage.
You watch as these two
Dagger, right?
foot soldiers that follow Hau, you watch as they get on either side of the specter, and you watch as they both do the same thing that Hau did. They both pull out a dagger, and you can see that this dagger swirls with a little bit of energy. And they both go to attack this specter at the same time.
One of them misses. I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Oof.
And the other, hey, that's a natural 19.
Hits.
And then
So-
also, remember,
He
I did this.
crits on this. You watch as this dagger, all that energy as it hits, releases.
And I did
Nice.
the Song of Swordplay.
So he
all
adds a
understand-
D6 on top of that as a flourish.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
Yep.
a D6 and a D4, correct?
Everyone.
Yeah,
that
so
should
it's
add
2d6 and 2d4.
Oh, that's right, because it's a crit.
And he has another thing in there that adds additional damage,
Okay.
which you need to do too. He can add an
Right.
additional,
Right.
so you need to roll like a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets an extra 4d6.
Is it 4 or 3?
They get 2.
And then
Once
it's
per
doubled
turn.
from the crit.
Yeah.
Right.
There we
So
go.
an extra
Yep, so
4.
an extra 4d6. Yep.
Nice.
So an extra 4.
You guys are seeing a lot of spies and assassins from Salonius.
Weird.
So that's 28 points of damage.
Ooh,
total.
and you watch as he stabs into the specter, pulls the blade out, and then slashes across, and it dusts.
Nice. Yeah.
Here you go.
Awesome.
I'm done.
I know.
All right, and that is everybody, correct?
No,
Does he
I,
dash?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay, your turn, buddy. Also, you have an owl that can do a thing if you need it.
Right. And he will do a thing. He will do, once again, a flyby on Kahb.
Ooh, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then he would only be able to get like 10 feet back or so.
Okay, then he'll just do a flyby on the one that's next to me.
Right. Boom, and then back.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
And then I will make an attack against him. Now, I believe I had stated this before. Correct me if I'm wrong. If not, I won't use it. But I thought I had said I wanted to bring the fast strike blade in with me.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
you hit that.
So, yeah, that's what I'm using is the fast
Okay,
strike blade.
gotcha.
And for me, that is a 16.
16 hits.
Okay, nice. So it is 4 points.
Plus
4
the,
points of damage.
Plus the
Song of Swordplay.
Song of Swordplay.
Right.
And remember, you can choose a flourish, so you can add it to your
And
AC
I'm
if you
going
need
to do. Is he in front of the window?
He's just adjacent to it.
Okay. That's fine.
Oh, that would be cool to push him out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, he's a ghost, so he'd probably just like go back in. Right. But
Window's
no,
also closed.
I'll do a defensive flourish.
Okay, gotcha.
So it does an extra d6, right?
Yep, so tell me the damage, because you've done 4 so far.
A 5 more.
There you go.
Nice.
And
My
you watch as this
AC
damage all
becomes-
sinks through.
My AC becomes 19.
Nice. All right. So it is their turn. You will see as this one right here. Let's see if it recharges. It does not. So seeing as that does not, and you are downed, you're going to see as it's going to turn towards you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great, it is.
Right? You see as it reaches.
That's another crit.
Hey, you watch as it tries to reach through you, and nothing happens to you once again.
No,
This
stay
one
away.
right here, seeing that
Wow.
you have done things to it, you're just going to watch as
My
it's
memories
going
are
to turn towards you, and it's going to
That
make a
Matrix
melee
movie.
spell attack. Getting a natural 15 plus 4. A
Oh.
19.
Dang it.
Oh, barely, buddy. All right. And you're going to see as it hits you, you can see as its hand removes or attempts to, oh my gosh, attempts to remove some damage as I get snake eyes against you. 2 necrotic, make a DC 12 con save.
No, fail.
Fail. You watch as a little bit of your essence is ripped out, and you're going to see as it pulls through this creature's body. You're going to watch as it moves through its arm all the way through it, and you're going to see as it goes slowly out through the wall.
Oh, no.
Number 2. They like you, buddy.
No, the first one was memory. No, it wasn't. It was life force as well.
All right. Next up, you are going to see your ally, Kahb. And you're going to see that he is going to, use a bonus action. And with his bonus action, you're going to see as he's going to spring forward a weapon. And let's see who he puts it next to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, you're down, so that doesn't make sense. So 1, 2, 3. 3 next to Virkin. You guys are going to see as an ethereal mace appears right next to Virkin.
Oh,
And as it does so, you're going to see as it swings down on him.
Oh, great.
That is a natural 13 plus 7, a 20 to hit you.
Come on, man.
Jeez.
Gotcha.
Give him a break.
And you're going to take 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
Gotcha. As that occurs. After he does this, you guys are going to see as he's going to turn. I'm not sure who he's going to turn to. Well, yeah, you're down, you're not down. This guy's behind him. And you've been throwing holy water, so yeah, he'll try it on you. You're going to see as he turns towards you, and you're going to watch as energy wraps up around his arm. Actually, nope, can't do that. Cast a spell as a bonus action. Never mind. Yep. Can't do that.
Right.
You're about to get spirit shot. I was a bit nervous there.
You're going to see as he is going to get that Circle of Murringa ring, and you're going to see as he just squeezes it, and you're going to see several more appear all around his body. And you're going to see there's like hundreds of them. You're going to see as they all start spinning fast and then explode out. Make a Constitution saving throw, as well as this person. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, yeah, that's no. Fail.
You take 10 magical bludgeoning damage as these rings just explode out of him, spinning like Sonic, exploding with rings, just like all over, and then they turn to dust.
What's the DC?
DC was 15.
Oh, nice. He saves.
He saves, so he only takes. Nope, it's a cantrip. That's it. That's the end of it. And
Nice.
you guys are going to
that's
see.
so good.
Yes. That was his action, and then he will take an attack of opportunity potentially. So move here,
Absolutely.
and then here.
Yeah.
It's at advantage.
I'll give it to you, but it's kind of questionable.
Oh.
But I will, just because of it's fine.
That's a crit.
Oh,
As I smash a flask into him.
Hey! So as he's going, you watch as a flask gets splashed all over him with no one doing radiant damage at the same time. But he is wet, so it'll still work if it happens in the next roll a d4.
His AC is 21 right now, right?
His AC is 20.
3 rounds.
3
Miss.
rounds.
Does he take the radiant damage from the flask or no?
Oh, he does take just regular damage.
Just regular damage?
Yeah, it's regular damage. But it hits through since it was done with holy water. So let me know what it is.
Sorry. Just
Roll as if you were doing an improvised weapon. You're using your int. I just need a regular damage roll.
oh nice. Oh, it's a crit. Roll a second.
Yep.
Max.
There you go. Plus
a
3.
12.
12.
12.
All right. There we go. You watch as it all sinks through on him.
All damage with a bottle.
With a ball.
It's a glass bottle.
It cuts in. Bludgeoning.
Sick.
There's no books that exist yet, which means there's no glass. It's a stone bottle.
It's a stone.
Oh, and here's this. Just because he has to make it. Passes, unfortunately. That stands. Actually, that's not concentration. I'm a liar. I'm a liar.
No, it's not.
All right.
He's
So,
concentrating on his manifestation.
That was the end of all of these 3 guys' turns. It is your guys' turns again. So, another 90 seconds at the top of the round. Dude is down. You are down.
Yeah.
Quick,
So-
hit him
so-
with
so
the
it's-
fire.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
I'm gonna
I'm
have-
unconscious, not
Yeah.
down.
You're unconscious.
And then, but he's down.
No,
Baron.
Baron.
He's not
Baron.
there.
Baron is down.
He's just unconscious.
you're
dude.
down as well.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, so is he.
What
I
I'm
got
saying,
non-lethal.
is,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you did get non-lethal.
Yeah.
No, you're totally right. Baron, it needs to be making a death save. That's for sure.
First one.
Anyways, what are you
I'm
guys doing?
gonna have the boy over there move to Big Dog, to Cobb.
To get to Kahb?
Yeah, he's gonna move into that back corner over there.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Hal still has things. Does he still have a flourish?
He still has his things.
So maybe Hal can flank on the other side. That way those two can both get a good attack.
Well,
I
I mean, why don't you try to see if you can sacred flame him
Yeah, we
first?
get the ghost out first because we're just hurting Kahb right now.
Yeah,
you
that's
can do
fine.
radiant, right?
I can do that.
I mean, like,
Do
sure,
that first, and then they can like maybe hold action to whack him once he gets out.
Or you just
Yeah.
go first.
I was gonna say, yeah, you should go.
That's
first.
fine. I can do that. But that's certainly what that dude is going to do is move over there. If Haug wants to flank with him,
No, 100% how would you say?
it'll put Haug into being flanked, but I think it'll be worth it.
That'll be fine.
So, and then these other two guys, they're going to probably try and flank this other dude right here. This other spirit that just popped
They
out.
won't be able to.
The red one.
Not possible.
Yeah, it won't be possible. Not if Haug's flanking.
No. The red one.
Oh,
The one next to
oh,
me
oh,
right now.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That one's possible. For
Because
sure.
they both have one more turn with dagger power.
Yep, that's totally possible.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Anyone else? Any other planned things? Are you guys good?
What are you doing, Mario?
I'm gonna go to the door and I'm gonna just kind of like try to get cover, and then I'm gonna probably firebolt somebody.
You know, if you miss, you're gonna light this place on fire, right? Just saying.
Oh, that's
wood.
true.
Yeah, and that's a big.
I'm gonna probably just go up to the door and vicious mockery. So
Okay, gotcha.
That's
So-
not bad. That's not bad.
Your turn. You are passed out, unfortunately. So, Zakin, you are up.
I am going to pull out the
Are you
third of 6.
Birkin?
Actually,
No interruption here.
Fourth of 6.
No, not yet. I'm not sure what he is doing.
we've been low.
You
You're
literally
trying to
just said
do-
on your plan that you would cut in front of him. So I'm just trying
You're
to help
trying
you
to
guys
do-
be
Oh, yeah,
smart.
do your thing.
Oh,
Do your thing.
yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I'll cast a spell and get a dex save. Right?
Natural 13 plus some numbers. Do I need to tell you?
Probably not.
Plus 1 of 14.
Hey, that is the DC.
Ooh.
So close.
Pass. Okay. Anything else, Birkin?
No, I'm just going to have my owl do a flyby on big guy for
This one?
yeah, and
Okay.
he'll come to the corner back here where Baron's body is.
Gotcha. All right.
So you have advantage on your attack against him if that's what you're doing.
I was going to wait till one of the house boys got over it, and I was going to.
So skipping you.
Yeah.
All right. Foxner.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay.
And who do I see that's there?
This one, and this one.
Okay. I guess the closest red one.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna yell at him. You stinky ghost! You need to get out of here! Get out of here! And I'm just gonna yell, tell him to leave.
All right. Gotcha. You need what kind of save do you need?
This is going to be.
It doesn't matter. They pass no matter what, buddy. Sorry. I got a natural 17.
Oh yeah.
I got a natural 17. Yeah. Okay, so you watch as he tries to mock one of these creatures, but it seems to resist.
Okay, and then I'm going to do a bonus action. I'm going to give myself 8 temporary HP.
That's an action.
Oh, that is
That's an action. Yep.
Oh, I thought it was a bonus action. Jeez, okay, never mind.
Your war chant is,
Right.
which you have.
I'm going to save. I'm going to save it. So I'm just going to. That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay, so Birkin and
Yeah,
then the
so
boys.
Haug,
I'm going to hide.
Haug's gonna not Haug. That boy over there is gonna move over there.
It's right here.
Those dudes over there are gonna flank Red Man there.
There.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Hog's flanking the other side, right?
No, how was going to move to flank Big Boy?
And then what else are these dudes doing?
so all three of them are gonna make advantage attacks. This dude's gonna activate his dagger though. The
All
one
of
in
them
the
have their
corner.
daggers activated.
Nope, the
That's
one in the
okay.
corner never did.
Yeah, he did.
He had a dash.
He did. It was
He
a
didn't.
bonus action.
He didn't last turn.
Yes, he did. Move on, please.
Okay. That's a crit from the first one.
Okay.
That's a crit from the other one.
No way.
If Haug's, he's not gonna attack till Haug moves.
Okay, so he's holding his
So-
action.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so yeah, with both their double damage, they both crit. Yeah, as they slash through him together.
That's a lot.
Yep, it's gone.
Nice.
Alrighty. So then,
Hal's gonna move in, and
He's gonna attack you.
non-lethally.
Missing. He's gonna miss.
gotcha.
It's pretty good. That's a 24.
It's a 19, so it crits on 18. Remember?
Right. It is a 19. It's like crits. Oh god, that's huge for me.
There you go.
Okay. That's a d6, 2d6, plus another 4d6.
Mm-hmm.
Let's reroll one. 16, 21. It's 27 damage.
27 damage.
Why?
Nice.
Jeez.
You guys have done 36 so far.
And it looked like it went all to the ghost man, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's different. I'm not hurting Kahb.
And I'm gonna move
Where to?
out the doorway.
So you're going to take an opportunity attack?
Yep.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right there. Or you probably could have made it right there. That's fine. Gotcha.
Yeah, I would have hit on the
Miss,
edge
Tyler.
too.
Nice.
Yeah, way miss. Your AC is still 19, huh? Oh, no, it would have ended this turn.
Yeah, it ended this turn, but it's still 14.
You can't, Mario. You expended all of your movement, buddy.
Oh, I did.
Your movement's done.
I will approach the big boy, and I am going to shocking grasp him.
Okay, go ahead. Make an attack. And you should have advantage from the owl, correct?
Fly by.
Right.
Yep.
Neither. It's not going to be good enough. It's only 19.
Gotcha. Okay, that misses then. All right, at the end of your turn, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. Excellent. As Kahb turns toward you.
That's another crit.
Hey!
Gosh, dude.
All to say is that I'm terrible at it.
There you go. Yep, you watch as it keeps happening. He just keeps ignoring that stuff. Seeing that this keeps happening,
Why are you touching?
you're going to watch as Kahb is going to, whatever this entity is, you're going to see as it's going to manifest once again that ringlet in its hand. And you're going to see as it's going to turn towards you. And as it does so, you watch as this emblem pushes out of it and washes through your body. Make a wisdom save again.
Oh god, another one.
What are the odds?
No, it's 10.
Oh,
Not this time.
Gotcha. You are, that is a failure. So you can make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Oh no, sorry. This is at the start of each of your turns. If you fail, you take no action economy. You do nothing.
Oh, jeez. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's an interesting item.
I already hit.
It's only its first one.
Okay. So, then, let's see here.
So you take no actions.
Bonus
Fine.
action.
Fail at the start.
Start my turn.
Yeah. It's going to go and try and it's going to move right here. And it will attack whoever that is.
How?
Ooh, I'm sure that's going to miss. A 15? No, a 13.
Miss.
Miss. Gotcha. All right. And that is the end of his turn. This one needs to go. This one is going to stay where it's at and just get advantage on him, I suppose. Yeah, why not? It's going to attack out. That's a miss, a 14.
Miss.
Misses with
just
advantage.
barely.
Yep. Misses. That's crazy. All right. And it is your guys' turn once again. So you have a minute at the top of the count.
I'm just
Knocked
gonna
out.
try and Sacred Flame.
Yeah, you got 2 more rounds left. This round and the next round where that water's still there. That's... Yeah.
All right. We good then?
Anyone else have anything they feel like they need to do first?
Nope. One of those dudes is gonna move to the other side of Kahb to flank that other ghost.
As he flanks the ghost, you watch as the ghost says, "Your soul is worthless."
And then he's not gonna talk.
What
He's
are you
gonna
gonna
sob.
mean?
He's gonna sob because he has mental issues.
It's hurt emotionally.
All right, so it's your guys' go. You're gonna do your thing first, I'm assuming.
Sure, yeah.
Dex save. Oh,
It's
another
the same
14.
number.
Another 14.
Yeah, another 14. Oh, so close. Okay, so that was your go. Anything else?
Owl will do. He doesn't even really need to do flyby. I guess not. No.
Or can it take the help action?
I don't know. It's just a regular owl.
Yeah, they can. I mean,
I guess he'll do flyby and give you advantage since you wouldn't have advantage on an attack.
No more. Whose turn is it?
I'm sleeping.
right. See if I can do anything. It's an 11. I don't know.
You have
do what?
advantage.
No, it's
Does he have
the save.
advantage?
This is
What?
the
It's
save.
Oh,
save,
the
yeah.
save.
Failure.
Failure.
Yep.
I
That's it.
just can't even move.
Turns
0.
forfeit.
Okay.
That's it. What's how doing?
Controlling somebody else.
How will attack again?
Okay, gotcha. His
Uh,
weapon is not the same as before, and this is a spirit.
He will grab one of the holy flasks and douse his weapon in that.
All right, that's his action.
His action. Yeah. That's no. He will bonus action disengage and move out of his position so one of his boys can get in there.
Okay. Like right here?
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. Foxner.
I'm just gonna unleash an insult again.
Okay, at who? Big one or this one?
The biggest one.
Oh, failure.
All right. And of course, I would have said, "Do you leave my friend alone?
All right,
You
roll.
filthy ectoplasmic man."
Watch as
All
he
right.
just like turns towards you and says, "I like him. His body's strong."
And it's 2.
2 more points of damage.
Nice,
There
dude.
we go.
And disadvantage on the next attack.
Disadvantage on his next attack roll. Gotcha. All right. Boys, right?
Yep. So the one will take Haug's position, the one that's nearest to.
Okay.
Yep. And that one will flank the other side if he can reach there.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Now I have a question for you. To make a disarm attack with flanking, does it have any effect on that? Do you still have advantage?
If you are going to make a called shot with them, or if you are going to attempt to disarm, you can. But you definitely can. No, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. The one in the corner is going to attempt to disarm the circlet from his hand.
Gotcha. Okay. So he needs to make a straight attack, and this guy's going to make an athletics check.
Okay.
17.
No, I rolled a natural 10.
So you watch as he tries to, but it doesn't.
Okay. And then the other one will just make an attack. That's a miss. And the other one over there will attack the regular
He
ghost.
misses, but his blade still, like, you watch as, like, this priest doesn't defend at all. Like, you see as the blade just moves through his body, but it still does nothing.
That's interesting.
It's the same thing. It's consistent.
Yeah. God, stop rolling in the corner. Nope, miss. Misses all around.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Okay. So that is the end of the turn. It is these creatures go. This one that is right here, it will turn towards one of these guys. Yeah, and it's going to need this one to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw as it turns towards it.
Pass.
Pass. Man, no problems with any of this stuff. All right. You will see.
Good.
I'm not sure that's the reason we're not dead.
He is going to smash this window open As he smashes this window open, you're going to watch as he's going to attempt to move through it. So there's 3 opportunity. No, you don't get one.
I know.
These 2 guys can make opportunity attacks at him, but it's literally, you can do whatever you want. He's moving.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well. Are they straight or?
Yeah, they're at advantage.
Okay.
They're going for the circlet in the hand, or
No, they're just making a regular attack.
Is this on the first floor?
That's a miss, a 13 plus numbers, but not high enough. And another miss.
Gotcha. Okay. You will see as this person, as Kahb moves out, that he's going to prone himself, and you're going to see that he's going to put his head to the ground. And you can see that he's mumbling words in a language none of you understand.
Oh, that's not good at all.
All right, your guy's turn.
Does he have any more of that stuff on him?
got
This is the
one
last
more
turn.
turn.
This is the last turn.
I could.
Oh, we need to get this one last time.
I could wild shape
this is the last chance for.
and go out there and get them.
You won't
You
be
don't
able to.
have
You won't be able to
magical
radiant him.
I know.
You have magical like attacks somehow.
No, but I could wild shape into a hellhound and at least reach him and maybe understand him if he's speaking infernal.
I'm not sure if that's actually going to be very helpful.
Okay.
Just
I'll
so,
just
we just
secret
need to
flame
stop
him.
him.
There's nothing else I can do, so. I don't know what anyone else's plan is.
I'm
but
gonna run to the window and
I'm gonna
I'm
keep
gonna
sleeping.
firebolt him.
those 2 boys are just
Oh,
gonna.
I rolled at disadvantage because I forgot to, but he got the same number to hit the wall, so he broke it.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about your thing, and I was supposed to roll at
Well, that
disadvantage.
was just on his attack roll, right?
Yep, that's
You're
yeah.
gonna try
so-
and firebolt him?
Yeah, now because not in the building anymore, right? So he's like in an open area now.
Yep.
So I don't have. If I run to the window, there wouldn't be a chance that I can burn something down.
Mm-mm. Oh, you could get to this window, and as a free action, you could open it.
Okay, and firebolt. Okay.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna be doing on my roll.
All right.
Okay.
All good?
Haug will go up to what do you call it? He's going to use his turn. Well, no, he has his weapon dipped in whatever
Holy
it's
water.
called.
I was
So
saying
he should
bonus
run out
action
there, too.
dash and get out there.
Then one of these boys, I mean,
I can make it out there too if I pass.
gotcha. I guess it just depends, but I mean, for sake of easiness, yeah, I would say this one you don't get action economy with. You're going to see as he's going to move towards him, and he is going to get you up. Seven.
Nice.
See as he pulls out, it looks like some kind of a salve, puts it on his mouth, and you can see his wounds start closing up.
He's back up. Oh, what was that?
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
miss.
I'm gonna get up.
Half your movement.
Pull out my moon touch blade.
Okay.
10, 15, 20. So I have 35 feet of movement. So do I have 20 feet movement now?
Yeah.
Or, okay. So I'm gonna get out and to the side so someone else can come out.
5, 10, 15,
And then-
20.
Yep. And then
Or, like, yeah.
either way.
Yeah.
And then yeah, see him laying down. I'm gonna, that's gonna suck. Just try to throw it at him. The moon touch blade.
Yeah, you haven't done anything else besides just move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, action. Okay, yeah. Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
There's nothing else I can do right now. Hey, nothing. 9 plus.
Yeah. You watch as he gets out there, pulls out this blade in the moonlight, and you're going to see as it starts to glow, and he's just like, yeah. And then just, boom, it ends up at his feet on accident. It's just like, ah. But it is right there. So you can grab it.
Next turn, I'll grab it.
Second, wisdom save.
No.
Oof.
How
Haug.
he will bonus action dash and get right next to him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he needs a little bit moss, but basic movement. There you go.
All right. So he will attack. He's got sword. Dagger's not active. That doesn't matter.
His action economy is his action economy. I don't know what it is in the stat block,
Yeah.
but it's there.
So yeah, he'll just attack twice then. It's a 20.
20 would hit, but you watch as he brings his shield up and parries it out of the way.
Oh.
And that is a 24.
Can't do nothing about that. That's a hit.
All right.
And that was an advantage attack.
Yes. 3d6. 13 plus 2, 15 damage.
You watch as he stabs, and nothing happens.
What?
Okay. That's
Wait, holy water.
Holy water.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. 15 damage.
I was so
You-
confused
and,
for a second.
but then 10 seconds later, you watch as the damage happens afterwards in an anime-like fashion. It just like resheathes it and you see 53 damage. He's looking like he's getting pretty hurt, guys. Anyone else? Is that it?
No, I'm going to the window. We'll
Okay.
open it. And
Open
I'm
it.
gonna shoot.
Firebolt outside?
Yep.
It's at disadvantage.
Roll 2 natural 20s.
I believe in you.
Oh.
You watch as it flies wide into a pile of dirt.
Into a tall, dry, grassy field.
It's connected to a boost.
Watch his metal lights on fire as you hit a post of the wall that surrounds it. No.
Yeah, I just need to be able to see him. So wherever I need to
Get to
move
right
to.
there. Yeah, you can get to right
Yeah,
there.
wherever
so
I need to move to. And
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you can share the same space. You're built small, so
Okay.
you can see him.
yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Oh, natural 16, 15. Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
the classic Sacred Flame.
Oh. Okay. Anyone else?
I spit in frustration.
Okay. At
Out
the
the
end
window.
of his turn, you're going to see as he's going to turn towards him, and as he does so, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can Haug's other boy, just if attack that goes next to him?
Yes,
Okay. He should hit a natural 18.
it does hit, but you watch as it goes straight
Oh
through.
yeah. Yep.
13.
Oh, 13. Yeah. Oh, it's against him. That's a failure. Yep. How is going to take some psychic. 7 points of psychic damage. And yeah, you see his How, like he has a little bit of blood coming out of his nose. He says, "No, mother!"
New information about how.
Okay.
That's as happy as ever.
So it's these guys' turns. You're going to see as this creature is going to turn, and you're going to see as its body is going to become far more transparent than it was before. From opaque to transparent, and you're going to see as it does so, it's going to move this way. There's no opportunity attacks.
He swings and misses.
25. Move towards Haug. 15 to hit Haug.
Exactly the number.
Exactly the number. Gotcha.
Hey, that's not
It's-
fair. You can do
Haug
this.
needs to make a Constitution saving throw as he takes 10 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
He fails.
Fails, and you watch as this comes through this creature's hands, goes through its entire body, this energy of the life force that it's absorbing from Haug, and you watch as it reaches towards the sky, and it once again starts to go toward the same direction. And as that creature finishes doing that, Haug gets an opportunity attack, and you're going to see as Kahb is going to get up off the ground, and you're going to see as he's going to jump up into the air and fly.
Oh, Jesus. Miss. No, I'm joking.
So you're going to see as he is going to go, he's in the air, he's going to get 30 feet vertical, 30 feet this way.
Wow. Move fast after just getting up.
Back to us.
Yep, your guy's turn.
So there's a mostly translucent ghost there.
Oh, wait, one last thing. He's going to hit this guy. That is going to be for 11 points of force damage. Down.
No! No!
Boy number one.
You guys will see as Lepsy moves towards this guy. You're going to see as he puts a hand on his chest, and you're going to see as this dude starts breathing again. Just,
Yes, Lepsy, you've done it again.
thank you. I always knew you believed in me. Please save Kahb.
We're trying, dear friend. They're just too powerful.
I could follow him. I don't know though. It could also go really badly.
I feel like it would.
At the minimum, we're gonna have to follow him.
What?
We're gonna have to follow him.
Does this
Yeah, but
interrupt
I'm
our?
saying I don't know if you guys are
sleep?
capable of following him. I am.
Right,
Not
we're
how
gonna have to try.
fast he's moving.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have,
I can.
we're gonna have to try.
Can you send your owl after him?
That's what I can wild shape into a lizard and have my owl carrying me to follow him. My owl can dash with a dash can move 100 feet. I'm sure that guy can still move faster based off what he just moved. But
At least follow him to where he's going,
Yeah, at least at the very least.
and then we can.
if they attack me or my owl and I fall from 40 feet up,
It's kind of dangerous.
It's up to you.
Yeah, be careful. This guy can move hella fast, and he hits hella hard.
He also
Alright.
did things at the end of someone's turn, just to be clear.
I'm going to.
All right, so your guy's turn.
Yeah. So as I'm gonna come out here. Where's the nearest tower?
Probably like a good 300, 400 feet away. Yeah. That one tower that you guys robbed at the trials, that's the closest tower. And little Snittigan's like 400-ish, 500 feet from you. It's like a football field and a half away.
I'm gonna make some components and cast a spell at the dude. It's a 22,
What's the radius, or what's the range on the spell?
120 feet.
Okay, gotcha. 22? Yeah, you hit.
Is he an undead? It doesn't matter. 5 points of necrotic damage.
He is undead.
It's just disadvantage on tackles against me.
Gotcha.
Which I don't think is
You
doing,
watch as
but, yeah.
nothing happens to him.
Okay.
That's the worst.
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna firebolt. I mean,
Okay,
that's
make a firebolt.
100 feet, right?
Yep, not disadvantage anymore. You have advantage.
I have advantage.
No, you would not at disadvantage. Let's
Oh, it's just regular.
Yep.
Okay. Nope.
Oh,
I'm gonna pick up my move blade
to where?
and
You're gonna attack it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
21.
21 hits. You watch as he grabs his moonblade off the ground and then slashes at this creature, hurting it.
8.
8 points of damage.
8 points magical.
It's 13 damage to that creature so far. Okay.
Actually passed my save.
Hey,
With the
there
crits.
you go. You can do things.
God, it'll be a disadvantage throw, but yeah, I'll move 35 feet forward.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yeah, I'll be disadvantaged, but yeah, I will. No, he is. I will cast a ray of frost at him.
Okay. He's barely within your reach with that. No?
That's
Oof.
5.
Oof.
9 close.
Foxner, what you got? You also got Howg.
Well,
That's true.
I just firebolted, so
And he has a dagger with.
Yeah.
You just firebolted? Okay.
yeah.
my
So
bad.
I'll move. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna do nothing much. Just
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he is going to
Single
move
song.
30 feet closer so that he can be not at disadvantage. And he will throw that.
Is the ghost gonna attack him?
Yes,
he will throw both, actually.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just gonna play my
But
drum.
you're going to hit, yeah, of
I'm
course.
just gonna hit my drum. I'm not gonna do a spell or anything, but just to try to attract attention to see if I can get like anybody else to come out.
Gotcha. Make a luck roll. Let's see if it does.
is that ghost, the black piece, still existing?
Yep.
The boys will
7.
move up there. This one will, yeah.
Like right there.
Sure.
Like,
They're all going to get out of the way of that spiritual weapon, though.
gotcha.
Just because, you know.
Do you want him
they're
to
not,
dash over here for any reason?
Sure. I guess, yeah, he can kind of follow. And then this one here will stand up and move away from the spiritual weapon
Okay.
as far as he can.
15. You can get right there, and then he can dash if you want him to.
Yeah, he'll get further away from them.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then, is he within range to throw his dagger? Oh, wait. It doesn't matter. So, right? Because ghost things.
But he is there, so if anyone else gets, that guy down or anything like that, it's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. And then I will.
Your
Jump.
owl is back here still, too.
Yep. I'm gonna jump out the window and just move like 10 feet, and then my owl's gonna fly to me as far as he can.
10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, I also would have went out and
Boyo's gonna
seen
be-
everybody too. But I'm not staying in here.
Oh, he's not gonna make an attack. It doesn't matter.
Are you going to have your owl move any further, or you can just have it? It hasn't taken an action. That's the only reason
Right.
I'm saying that.
No, I don't think it can reach them because they're 30 feet up and 30 feet out.
Yep.
So it'll just stay where it is for now.
Okay.
We need last one. For,
And I rolled a 7 for my lucky, so I don't know if that did anything.
Oh. Yeah, you do hear as there are a couple voices here and there, and you guys do actually see, there's a couple shouts now, but you guys see what looks like, as voices are shouting and noticing, you see as a couple things fly towards this creature. It looks like some projectiles, but you can see as it just goes straight through.
Oh no!
So,
Yeah.
all right, so it's their turn. This creature is going to turn towards, odd even. Odd. That person, he'll wave his hand through him. Constitution save for this guy.
Natural one.
Natural 1. 9 necrotic damage. Was he the one that was just put back up? I don't think so.
I don't think he was. I
this
think
one.
it was that one. Yeah.
I think it was too. Okay, so he takes 9 to him points of
Okay.
damage, and that's the end of that creature's turn. He is going to move up vertically, and he's going to get 150 feet vertical.
Yikes.
I don't think there's anything we can do, you guys.
I have no range.
We're investigating this thing anyways. We might as well just pursue it later on.
it's all right. I messed up. Should have thrown it. Should have just got right next to him. I didn't think he was gonna start flying.
Happens. Yeah, we have no way of chasing him now.
I think that
Kahb
that's
got
kind of
gone.
the end of it. Yeah.
All right, so you guys just got one more creature here.
Did the ethereal thing go away?
The spiritual weapon.
The spiritual weapon?
No, actually.
6 points of damage to him.
6 points of damage to him. Gotcha. It's looking pretty hurt. I think it's a little bit more before it's gone.
Am I still making wisdom saves?
Mhm.
Cool. No.
All right. Foxner.
Hal will go back though and beat up that one guy.
I think he needs more holy water.
He's only attacked with it twice.
Yeah, but it was for 3 turns, and he applied it the first turn. You can have him move back. I mean, do you want him to move back? What do you?
Not if you can't really do anything.
Is he within 100 feet
Of you?
of me?
No.
He's
You would have
gone,
to
right?
get vertical. Yeah, you'd have to get under him and 50 feet up. He's 150 feet higher.
Then I'm gonna firebolt this one here.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That is 17.
Hits.
How's that one looking?
Pretty beat up.
That's 8.
8 points of damage. Doesn't do as much as you think, but you can watch as it burns up and dusts.
Yes. All right.
And you can see as slowly things progress, he keeps rising 120, 120, 120 until eventually he breaks the cloud line. Unless anyone's doing anything.
No.
Nothing can do.
You do see as it does look like he's heading towards, once again, the north by northeast.
You see where he's headed?
Lighthouse.
I don't know if
My thoughts exactly.
I don't even know of any animals that fly that high, aside from that bird that Practice always used to talk about.
You mean the one that doesn't exist?
The one that we
No, we saw it.
Yeah, we saw it.
I don't believe
The Zephyr Falcon.
it's a myth.
No, it's a real bird. We literally saw it. But anyways,
Maybe we should go inside and talk about what the fuck just happened.
There's still the spiritual weapon in there.
Tell him this is good, by the way. And it goes away, and the effects on you fade after a while. But it takes like a minute before they drop off.
I'm gonna walk
That was
inside.
terrible.
Yeah, I'm going inside. I'm tired. What time is it?
I'm on third watch, so it's probably like 2 a.m.
It's early in the morning.
I'm gonna add me 8 temp HP. Can I do that?
Yep.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You guys hear as well as Lepsy says out loud, "Oh no, he's severed his connection with me."
Willingly.
Willingly?
I don't know.
Oh shit!
what?
I was seeing where he was going to try and keep an eye on him, but it ended.
What does that mean?
I'm not bonded with him.
Have you ever been bonded with people?
It's my first.
I'm gonna go check on Baron.
Yeah. He's
dead. No, he is just like.
I actually don't think I can heal kid him, but I can stabilize him still, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll stabilize him.
Yep. He is stable when you do get to him,
Okay.
but you are able to put a med kit on him, and he will not like he's actually
Okay,
stabilized.
cool. Sorry. Not a lot escapes my view, but
Why are you naked? Again, out here.
No, I feel like this is a good lesson for you not to do that.
You watch as one of the boys goes over towards you and just grabs a cloth out of their bag to wrap around.
Yeah,
but it's
we need to not.
taller than you. It's you could easily use this as a cloak.
nice. I'll drape it over myself like a cloak.
We're trying not to expose ourselves.
I was asleep in my room.
As-
I'm not gonna sleep in my arm.
As Kahb was rising up through the air, you did see as more arrows and bolts from what looked like some of the metal whip guard kept shooting at him, but it kept going through, and then you heard them start to shout, "Apply some holy water, apply some holy," but he was already out.
Too late
of
by
there.
then. So they know of these things and what
Yeah,
They
we
saw
have-
that, they saw, but they with that luck roll, they just weren't effective enough quick enough,
I think
unfortunately.
we all should be carrying holy water now.
Well, we need to go get one because I only have.
In
As
the
I pull
morning.
out 2 flasks.
Yeah, in the morning we need to get more.
We need to go
We
to the
need to
temple.
find Kahb.
The temple is where he is. Well, I think we all have an idea where he is.
We're all headed to the lighthouse. What?
Not tomorrow.
In 2 days?
2 days.
That's when the meeting is, or that's when the fight is, right?
Possibly.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 days.
Wasn't Cobb supposed to fight?
Yeah.
God was supposed to fight.
Oh, well, we can still show up like a minor illusion.
Over me?
Yeah.
When
I mean,
I
do
just
they know who Kahb looks like?
You can
could
minor
just-
illusion.
They don't know what it looks
You
like.
could minor
Right?
illusion me to look like Kahb. And I could just
But
turn
you could
into
look like one of
turn
Kahn's
into a
muscles
cow.
on his arm, maybe.
No, but he could just be Cobb.
Or I can just be me. Krull's good too.
Would they mention it had to be anybody specific?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Rudy challenged Kahb, but
Oh,
he would probably take a stand-in. You know?
okay.
He's a pretty reasonable guy.
All right. Well, then that makes sense. Bro, you're in.
Attacking you in.
All right, since you're our last option.
Thanks, guys.
You don't seem very confident. I better do it.
Yeah, you go ahead and do it.
Yeah, you should.
I'm done with you
should.
guys.
I'd like to see you go up and
hits
get
his head
through
on the
it.
bed frame as he tries to get comfortable.
I'm going to bed.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go lay down.
Okay.
I'm tired.
If everyone goes to lay down, I take the cloak back off.
All right, gotcha. Who is on watch? It was you, correct? That was during your watch?
It was me.
All right, so your watch ends, and who had the fourth one this night?
Kahb.
It was going to be Kahb. Lepsy.
I guess I'll take it.
Lepsy
We
can.
can have
And one of the boys.
Al.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
those guys are
Al
sleeping
will do it.
assholes.
Al will do it.
I'm pretty sure they just.
I don't
like,
think that the
you know,
spirits like walked through the front door.
No. Yeah, Hal will take that one, Lepsy.
Okay, gotcha. So he has advantage.
It's okay. What did we say about no NPCs?
It's a 17. I know, right?
Yeah, but we trust Lepsy.
This is a little.
Yeah.
What was the number again? Sorry.
17.
17. Gotcha. With that number, Hal does hear something, and yeah, but it's nothing of note that he would wake you guys up for. As you guys are sleeping peacefully, actually. Gotcha. Yeah, as you guys are sleeping peacefully, Virkin, you start to experience what feels like another one of those dream states that you had before. And you can see before you what looks like an ocean once again, kind of similar to the one that you were standing at. And you can see your visage is pulled to that of that split tree once again. And you can see that as it's pulled to that split tree, you can feel as your vision is becoming cloudy, and you can see as it's becoming overrun with overgrowth. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Not very green. That's a 14.
Failure. Make a stealth roll. At advantage.
That's really bad, actually. That's an 8.
It's an 8.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 6.
Haug sees you get up as you start to get up, and he says to you, "Oh, not feeling too sleepy? You need to go to the north. How do you try to deceive him?"
I would probably just say like,
Or not deceive him? What do you say?
yeah, I would probably just tell him, just need to clear my mind a little troubled over losing Kahb. Another one of our allies gone. Gonna go for a walk.
Would you like me to have a couple of the guys go with you?
It's not necessary.
Okay. You watch as he goes and takes his place once again. He will say to you that he did see what looked like a couple of the dagger hearts that were up to the north, and it looks like they had an altercation with somebody, but they did get up. They weren't killed. So he just says to be wary of that direction.
Okay, it's good to know.
As you are moving, you can see what's happening before you. You can hear yourself lying to Haug. And you're trying not to, but you can feel that this entity has overtaken you. As it overtakes you, you can feel yourself going through the window that you, in hindsight, you're not able to do anything about, but you're realizing, oh shit, we're gonna have to pay for that. Which is the last thing you should be worrying about as this is happening.
That's gonna cost. And I have no silver.
As you're making your way, you can see that you're going through the alleyways, and eventually you come across what is Little Snittigan. And as you make your way there, you feel your presence being drawn towards the backside of a house, and then you knock on it in a unique knock. But you recognize that you do 3, and then you take a long pause, and then you do another 2. Afterwards, you can see that this door does open, and as it opens, you can see what looks like a chair in the middle of this room, and you can see what looks like the guise of Resto Hargia sitting there. And as you seat yourself on a chair before him, you can feel that this glaze that overtook your body removes itself. Hello again, friend.
Did you bring me here?
I asked you to be brought here.
Then it seems your words carry weight.
Well, more so, we have an objective inside. Veseva will be in town within the next couple days or so. We are going to be having a meeting of sorts. And I really could use a set of inside ears of someone within the code that is able to move freely around the town. If you could set up a private meeting with Kahb and bring him back to any location, I should be able to receive correspondence from you from this. You watch as he pulls out a bug. You see as he goes to hand it to you.
Take it.
You say something to that, it will get to me. But I would like to set up a meeting with him within the next day or two, at some point, before Veseva comes in here. It is time to see what these Snivigan people here feel truly about Glomscorpia. I've put out some feelers here and there, and I found a few that are disgruntled with the current state of affairs. They want re-ownership of Metalwip. They don't want to be subservient to the Dwarflings any longer. Not all of them feel this way, but there might be enough. If it pervades through the people, let's see what the leadership thinks. Can I trust you with this?
Set up a meeting with Kadric Snidigan. See what I can do. Have you seen your old friend?
He doesn't answer. Well, Cellar, we really need to talk about. You pull through with this vehicle. You can say that some of my trust might be restored. If not, consider it broken fully.
Fair enough.
Watch as he gets up. He says, wait a couple minutes before you leave. And he goes out the door.
Is it like a tent or is it like a house?
It's a house.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait.
A few minutes go by. You just walking through town, you sneaking through town.
Did I get dressed before I left?
You just have that same cloak on you, like wrapped around.
Okay. Then I will, I'll just like, I'll wild shape into a lizard and move through town that way, or a rat.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, as you move through town, make a luck roll.
19.
As you're moving through town and you're leaving Little Snidigan, you see as someone comes outside, and you're going to see as they notice you, and you're going to see as they start speaking to you. And you understand them, and you recognize this person. This is Dallin. You can see that he starts, and he's just like saying, like, "Hey, do you want some cheese? You want some cheese, little rat? I got some for you." And you watch as he pulls it out.
I'm going to act very rat-like and kind of serpentine my way to him slowly, and then sniff around. And then, yeah, I'll take the cheese.
Gotcha. As you take the cheese, you can see that his eyes light up. Make a wisdom save.
It's a 10.
You feel as your body starts to like become charmed by him, and you just feel like you really, really want to do whatever he says.
Nice.
And you're gonna see as he's just like says to you as in a rat voice, like, "You're one of us now. You can just come rest with me for the rest of the night." He just grabs you and like puts you in his arm and like, walks back into the orphanage. You can see that as he walks towards this temple of Hesliora, that he goes to the backside along what looks like a longhouse, and there's 3 of them that are behind this temple. You can see that he goes and he knocks on the window a couple times, and you're going to see as the window slowly slides up, and you see another face you recognize, that of Ethit. And you're going to see as Dallin like just slowly crawls up and through, and he's getting into one of the bunk beds. And you're going to see that as he gets into the bunk bed, he grabs you and puts you under the bunk, and you can see that there's like 5 other rats that are down here. And he has like a hole in the ground that he lifts up a cover off of that he sets you down in. And you can see that there's like water and some food down in here for these other rats to be.
Nice.
Wait till that
Yeah, I
wild
guess
shape
we're
turns out.
it's on the rest, right? Like I was told I wanted to do it, and he said the rest. So.
Yeah, here it's here in what, an hour.
No, dude, I'm little. I probably won't even move the bed when I turn normal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are little.
So the rest of you start finishing up the rest.
Just wake up to me gone.
He's Charmanimal on a wild shaped druid. Like,
Nice.
so in the middle of the night, you feel as your body just starts shifting and you wake up and you just hear you can just feel yourself in several rats that are just like crushed against you right now. Roll initiative.
I'm just like, sorry. Like whispering to them.
A 4 and a 17.
I got a 20.
Ooh, okay, you go first. You can feel what are 4 rats that are like kind of being crushed by you. You can feel they're kind of scratching and clawing, like trying to get you off them as you just expanded to what is a size a little bit greater than this hole, and you're kind of just like, oh shit, I'm just like stuck in this hole. Kind of.
Knowing what I know now that these are Alan's pets, I'm gonna try and talk to them first, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna try and scoot, like, if I can, to give them some space so I'm not smashing them.
Okay.
If it's possible.
You
If
can
not-
make a strength check to unsqueeze yourself.
Hey, I rolled a natural 19, so that's an 18.
As you barely are able to unsqueeze, it looks like some of them are about to nip at you, but you're able to get off them quickly out of this like hole that you're compressed in. You like scrape your ear. You can feel like your tooth gets caught on the edge. It's like, I have to switch your jaw this way and like get up. You're able to like get your shoulder out of it. You're like, oh. Are you trying to be quiet?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
A 19, 21.
21.
Wow.
As you get yourself up and out of this hole, you can see that you're in this orphanage. You can see what looks like 30 rows of bunk beds that are all the way down each wall. And then you can see what looks like a door on the back end that you can see has a bolt that's on it, as well as a latch lock bar that's across it. And then you can see what is a similar bolt and latch lock door across the other doorway. You can see what looks like several windows that are crossed here. It looks like these windows only really open from the inside. You can see what looks like a hinge on them that has to be pulled via a string to lift across 2 slide bars that allows you to push the window up.
Okay.
So in order to do this, you'll have to pull that rope down and lift up that window. So it'll take 2 hands to do.
Right.
But you are inside what you assume is the backside of the orphanage.
Okay. I'm not gonna try and leave the orphanage, actually. Oh shit! A giant fly is a large beast.
It's giant.
Yeah, I guess I am going to wild shape into a cat.
Okay.
Oh shit! A cat can't fit under the doorway, huh? Something that can fit under the doorway.
A rat.
Yeah, I know. This motherfucking guy. I guess that's my only option.
A centipede, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can
Frog.
A spider?
do a centipede. I'll do a centipede, and I'm gonna choose a doorway that looks like it's going based off of what I saw outside
Towards the
windows.
inside, not
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yep. As you head towards that doorway, you are easily able to, as a centipede, crawl underneath that door without issue. You can see what looks like row upon row of seat, along with an altar, along with what looks like a stained glass window that has epithets of different natural flowers from the area, as well as the woods from the Whispering Woods and the woods from the Skewery Groves all across there, along with what looks like visages of a person that seems to be stopping people from having arguments and putting an end to combat. So you can see depictions of like peaceful interactions, natural things, and what looks like jovial occurrences that are through the dais of this area. You can also see what looks like a stand with what looks like an altar for a priest, and then you see what looks like those same 20 rows on either side for a congregation clearly to sit in. You can see what looks like a couple doors on the back left side of this altar. And what are the door you came through, you can see what looks like several more doors on that back side. You assume some of these are probably to those lodging for the orphans as well.
Okay. So
You also see a very, very large pool of holy water up near the altar below the dais. You can see that this is about 4 or 5 feet tall as you're like kind of looking through the area. There's no one in here. There's no one in here once again. And as you're climbing up the edge, you can see that it's damn near all the way full. It's 4 feet tall and looks like a 5-foot radius, so it's a rather large fountain.
yeah. Okay. So it would be safe to assume that the doors behind the altar go to areas that I haven't been to yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through one of those doors, and all the time that I'm crawling around, I'm trying to see if there's maybe anything like secret entrance wise or anything of that type of sorts here that just seemed off.
Gotcha. So you're going to crawl around a majority of the area, so just give me an investigation check.
Okay. What the shit? That's a natural 18 for an 18.
18, gotcha. You search around the entirety of the area, and you eventually go through these couple of back doors. You can see that one of these doors goes to what looks like lodging for like priests, and you can see what are sleeping people that are on the inside of here. With that previous stealth check, that'll stand. No one gets woken up by this, and you start looking through the area, and you don't notice really anything that interesting. You do go through another doorway, and you can see what looks like a mess hall and a kitchen area that's through here. As you start looking around through this area, you do notice as your wild shape is nearing, like you maybe have like 3 minutes left at this point, you can see that one of the storage rooms that has a lot of the grain and a lot of what looks like the meats and stuff like that that's probably used to feed the orphans. You can see that one of them has what looks like lots of skid marks across the ground, and you're looking, and with that check, you don't see anything, but you're looking like, with that investigation, you can tell these things are moved and adjusted out of the way of this area. That investigation check, as you start going along the wall, isn't high enough for you to like locate how to interact with it, but it's clear to you there's something going on here.
Okay.
And you have like 3 minutes left in your wild shape after all this time spending like looking around. Like,
Okay.
We'll call it 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. If that's the case, then I'm just going to move, if possible, towards whatever nearest doorway entrance there is to this place or exit.
You
from
can
the
get to an
building.
exit in 5 minutes. Yeah.
If that's the goal then.
Okay. Just one more stealth check on your way out, and you're good.
A 22.
No
Okay.
problems. You are able to get outside as your centipede form ends. Like literally right as you get out that same window that Dallin let you in through, got let in through, it ends, and then yeah. Are you trying to continue to be stealthy all the way back to Warmoss?
No.
Okay.
I'll just move through.
As you guys are waking up, you can see as Virkin comes in through the door.
Where were you?
Just went on a walk.
You went on the walk. Now of all times.
By yourself. Without, hey, how? Why did you let him go by himself?
He told me that he needed to think things through. I offered to send the guys with him. He refused.
Didn't we decide on a buddy team? Like, isn't that what something we said?
You never
And
go
then,
alone.
we said to go with each other, and then like the next day
I didn't.
You abandoned me
Mhm.
and left me on the beach.
Exactly.
Watch as
Just
Tyler
like
starts
that.
laughing.
And I'm also going to abandon us again here soon too. At least you guys have pre-warning.
Well, we all have personal things, but
Speaking
Oh,
of
well,
my
I'm meeting
walk,
Fenric. You know the guy.
I discovered something that may be of some significance. I think there's a secret entrance in the orphanage
Okay.
secret entrance.
to something. I don't know what it leads to, but in one of their grain rooms, there's skid marks all across the floor. And it seems like there's some sort of a
Like a secret grain room.
hidden door. No, it's a normal grain room.
We've found
But some sort of a hidden door there.
We've found hidden interesting things that are as old as the Snedians, so we found more. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something more hidden underneath this town.
I wonder what it is. That's the
I don't
question.
know. I'm telling you because
I don't wonder
you were
yet.
the one. You were the one that's most interested in this orphanage this whole time we've been here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I want to check it out, but not till tomorrow.
No, we should probably actually have you check it out today. We need to see that this priestess see you. Because what you're
And-
dealing with needs to
No, it looks.
It's-
Still looks fine.
And they had
It's
a
getting better.
gigantic
So
pool
I'm not going
of
to use
holy
your
water.
definition of fine because that's
Whoa.
terrible.
No, it's
How
fine.
far is this place?
No, no, really, it is getting better.
Not far.
The more I
It's not
sleep,
that far.
Don't believe
So it's closer than the temple?
It is the temple.
Yeah, they're one and the same.
Oh, they're both the same. Oh.
Yeah.
The orphanage is attached.
They have like a gigantic bathtub of holy water.
we're going to dunk him in it then, because that's something he probably
So-
does.
Yeah, it's big.
yeah, after tomorrow.
Yeah,
Why
go get some.
tomorrow?
Because I think everything's just going to be so much better tomorrow.
It might be, it might not be.
We should go get your arm looked at today.
It's 2 more days, just for context. Tomorrow is nothing. 2 days from now is the thing.
2 days from now, I feel like it's going to be better. Look, it is literally kind of starting to scab up a little bit.
No, it's not.
It literally is.
It still smells.
It does look a little bit better than before, but not much.
I ripped the scab off.
You can try. It doesn't have that.
Yeah, it does.
So
It's
you guys
not
have an
as bad,
appointment
not
at
as
the
bad.
Cellar of Wisdom in the afternoon. So whatever minor things you're trying to do this morning, you don't have a lot of time before that.
Well, I need to go try and find someone who's an alchemist to see if I can get them working on a potion to sell to the dagger hearts. Make us a good amount of coin.
That and holy water.
Yeah,
Cellar of Wisdom.
definitely go get some holy water.
I say maybe we do that after the Cellar of Wisdom,
Okay.
unless we
Yeah.
want to split up into the groups.
No.
Divide the attention.
No, I wanted to go down the cellar. I had some moon things to look up.
Well, I will go see what I can do about finding an alchemist around these parts.
All right. What are you going to be up to? Moving on. What are you going to be up to?
I don't know. What day is it?
Right now, it's the 3rd of Valtumber.
And it's gonna be how many days till the lighthouse thing?
3 more days.
3 more days, and then our long rest is
And it's in
over
2 days.
In 2 days.
Yep.
What was the cellar thing?
Cellar of Wisdom. That is basically
Was
the
that like the library?
Yep. Mhm. You guys have an appointment for this afternoon.
The only place with scrolls of any kind, as far as we know.
Is there any?
Yeah.
Is there any gambling or anything going on inside the tavern?
Yeah, Net and Voyager there is. Inside Warmoss, there's always people playing games of like knowledge, chance, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll play games of chance.
Right, gotcha.
While we're waiting for
Make a
everyone.
luck roll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go eat.
All right, gotcha. Virkin, you up to anything?
I'm gonna just say to you quickly before you leave. Do you have an empty vial that I could have?
I might have a couple. Let me check my pouch. I've been using them like crazy.
And then I'm gonna pull out Lebug, and I'm going to like just gesturing to you, be like,
I do have vials.
yeah. and
You
I'm
also
gonna-
recall them
Yes, I
talking
see
about
that.
this.
I'm like-
Yeah.
like,
Do you poke some holes in its back so it can breathe?
I'm just gonna let it slowly die.
just drop it in the vial. It's just like a cord grate.
Yeah.
So it should be able to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding.
No, I'm not letting you have it.
It's the safest place to keep it.
It'll die.
Not if I leave it a little.
I don't trust you.
And how am I supposed to trust you when you go for walks and bring back that?
It was a gift from our friend, Preston.
Yeah, I don't remember us being so friendly last time.
He's done nothing to hurt me.
We have a different idea of hurting us then, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Well, until we go to the cellar, I'm gonna go to the beach.
As you guys all split off to go your different things for you to gamble, for you to find an
Actually,
alchemist.
as he's
for-
going to the beach, I'm gonna go with him.
So you're not gambling then.
Where's Pumperwimple at?
Yeah,
He's
as
at
I
the
go out
Voyager.
to go to gamble.
He's at the
and
Voyager.
He's like, I'm gonna go to the beach.
I'm
I'm
probably
like,
go
wait.
over there.
As you all split off to go your separate ways, we will be taking a break here, guys. We will be back on in 30 minutes. For all 65,000 of you that are watching us, thank you so much. And we will be back shortly. Hashtag get lucky. All right, guys. Hello, and thank you for all 65,000 of you that are watching for returning to watch us continue the Glorions of the Goblins of the Glorion Archipelago, excuse me. Where we last left off, they were about to split up for the day, go take care of their various business before going to a locale known as the Cellar of Wisdom, a library in an underground hideout. So, you, Krull, and you, Virkin, are both heading to the beach, correct?
Yes.
So, we'll start off with who's closest. As you make your way to the cider post, I'm assuming, correct? Go ahead and roll D100 for me.
65.
65.
You've hit that one before.
I'm close to it.
And Mario, you can roll one for me too as you're going down to the Voyager.
That is 66.
Nice.
What are the odds?
67.
One in 100.
No.
All right. So, you see, as you're walking up that way, you can see that it looks like there's a couple of kids that are running around. You can see what looks like a boy that seems to be running away from a girl, and it looks like she is chasing after him. And you can see that she's yelling at him about. Actually, do you speak Konetskian?
I do not.
Oh, so you can see that she's yelling at him and pointing and clearly crying at something, and you can see that he has something in his hand that he's like kind of keeping concealed. He's like running away with.
How close is he to me?
He is 60 feet away from you.
Does he seem like he's running towards me or away?
He's running across you.
Crossed.
Firebolt him.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I will, as I'm making my way towards him, I will shout out to him. It's like, hey, boy.
Make an intimidation check.
Don't you ever run past me.
Oh, that was almost solid. That's a 7.
You see as he turns around, and as he does so, you can see that he's like, and like keeps running away. Just like, and you can see the girl's like chasing after him still.
I'm going to dash after him now.
Okay, all right. Give me a dex check.
Why?
Why not? We have a thing with little kids. Pretty good. That's a 17.
A 17. He's winding and running through these tents, and after a little while, you catch up to the girl, and then you can see that she's like reaching out towards him still, and she's getting far behind. You can see that he cuts the corner, and you notice that if you go around the opposite way, you're probably gonna be able to meet him, and you do so. You get right up next to him. What do you do?
I'm going to grab him by the arm and like lift him up because I imagine he's just a kid.
Yep, make an athletics check.
That's pretty good. That's an 18.
You are able to grab him and stop him.
No.
You can see that in his hand looks like a doll. You can see that it has like blonde, long hair, and then it has a dress on it. Looks like it's clearly this little girl's.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rip that. And not trying to damage it out of his
Yeah.
hands.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make another check.
Not so good. 12.
You still beat him.
Oh.
And you actually get it out of his hand. You see the little girl gets to you, and you can see that she says to you, oh, thank you. And you watch she's like reaching out for it.
You're welcome.
You
Stand
watch
that,
she
and as I like
gets
look
it.
at the boy, it's like, why did you do that?
You just watch. He says, God, I just like picking on my sister.
Maybe we should see what your parents think about that.
He laughs. Yeah, go ahead, find him.
Are you from the orphanage?
He shakes his head no.
I mean, I actually don't think. She's like, well, how about this? Do you get around the town much?
He shakes his head, kind of shrugs his shoulders, says, I stay around here mostly.
Do you have anything interesting around the camps?
Why?
Because you might be interested in what I could give you if you tell me something. I'm going to jingle the coin on my belt.
You watch his eyes go kind of wide. He just says, I know something interesting.
I will be the judge of that. Go ahead.
My uncle just got a very large order. One of the largest orders of swords he's ever got. Well, weapons.
Then who is your uncle?
Oh, my uncle Daima.
Well, do you know where he may have gotten this order from?
He wouldn't say. People asked him about it. It was like hundreds of weapons.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
I would call that interesting. I'm going to fish out 2 silver for him.
You watch his eyes go wide.
I'm going to say, if you hear anything else interesting, ask for Frederick at the Warmoss.
He shakes his head, yes.
All right, now leave your sister alone. I'm just going to drop them.
He's like, I'm going to buy a doll that looks just like it and trick her.
No.
As you make it to the cider post, you see Ulgan and Ulvessa are there once again.
Good to see you.
Watch as he nods his head. How are you today?
Well, one of my compatriots, unfortunately, was kidnapped by the Murringa Circle. They
We
seem
need to put an end to this.
I couldn't agree more, unfortunately. It'll be at least a couple days before I feel like we are capable of putting up a decent fight against these things.
He nods his head.
The ghost they sent against us was quite formidable.
Well, when you lot are ready for it, you just let me know. I've managed to translate a great deal of that, but maybe another day and I'll have the majority of it done.
We're very interested to hear it when it's done.
Some of the things are very old. It's kind of difficult, honestly, in some ways.
I figure from everything that you were able to tell, this entity is not something new. It's been around for a long time. His organization has been around for a long time.
From what I know about certain aspects of these things and taking what we've learned from this here, there are multiple factions that belong to what was the split entity, but from what I understand of things, they do not work together. What I mean is Ipswich and Murringa do not have goals that are the same. And I imagine if they're going after something that relates to a former portion of it, they probably want it for themselves.
I can imagine. It'll be interesting to be able to glean more as to what these entities are and what their each individual desires are. I imagine from what it sounds like it came from, I can't imagine any of it being up to any good.
Did you have a chance to talk to Dag?
A little bit. Nothing relating to his servitude or perhaps partnership with Ipsilon. I felt, well, if you know anything about him, he is incredibly difficult to get close to. And I have more reason than probably most to be close to him. And that was even a challenge just to get him to speak with us even a little bit. So I intend to inquire about it with him, but only after I feel like there's even a possibility to entertain the idea.
Seems reasonable. Just wish that we could push things forward a little faster.
You and I can agree on that wholeheartedly. Something that may help with that is a little coin, which is why I'm here. I have a deal with the Daggerhearts to get a little bit of coin for trading some of my knowledge to them.
My, you guys are a fortuitous bunch. Enemies become friends like that, huh?
Well, we don't exactly have the fortune of having many enemies. We're not strong enough, I feel, before we can take such sides. I was hoping to find an alchemist that could help brew a potion for me. It'll take a few days to complete, but I intend to present it to them for purchase.
I know, friend of a friend, one of the Yeg Fellies, they should be able to do a little bit of that work. I could go send word for them, bring them here.
I appreciate that. They are honorable in being able to share this kind of sensitive information with them.
You might have to see for yourself. I wouldn't want to speak to that and be wrong.
That's fair. I guess I would appreciate if you could send word to them. I'd like to meet them.
Sure. Will do. As you guys are going down to the beach, you can see what looks like a guard, and you can see that this guard is like has a brace on his leg, and you can see that he's kind of like stumbling a little bit, right? And you can see that he has like what are a couple of mastiffs with him, and you can see that he has them running, and you can see that there's a little boy that seems to be running away from them, and you can hear as this guard is yelling in Cessian, it's like, "Come on!" As he's like limping towards this kid, and he's sending the dogs after him. You see that he's saying, he's yelling out, "I gotta get you back to the orphanage." See, he's just like kind of struggling to go after this kid.
On the way there.
Yep, it's on the way to the beach.
Yeah, so on. Okay.
You guys just notice it.
We could offer a hand.
Yeah.
Well, you're faster than me.
All right. No, I'll just take that.
Chasing after
You watch as the guard like, looks at you and just says, "Follow the dogs." I'll make a dex check.
I'm just gonna shoot the shit with the guard while he's running.
Took forever to not get a cocked die.
Yeah, it's 15.
15, got you. The dogs are able to catch up to this kid before you, and they're barking at him. You can see this kid's scared, and he tries to like jump up out of the way, but you're able to catch up right as it looks like he's trying to move out of the way. What do you do?
I'm gonna grab him. Grab him.
Right.
27.
64. Yeah, you grab this kid. You grab this kid, and like you squeeze him like by just the top of his head, and just like, just like,
Hey.
Don't take me back. I like sleeping on the beach. I don't want to sleep there.
Well, do you have anything to protect yourself if you are? Because there's kids get beat up out there.
No. As
I'm gonna sneak him a dagger.
it's just like his eyes go wide. He's just like,
Shh. I'll treat you out tomorrow. Go to the beach. I'll train you how to use it
watches
to protect yourself.
Really?
Now protect yourself. Only for protection.
You watch as he like puts it inside his pant leg and ties it with a string that's holding his trousers up.
As I'm walking, I'm gonna walk with the garden, and I'm just straight
He's
up
just,
gonna be like,
hobbling.
"So what happened to your leg?"
let's just say I'm not as I don't make as many mistakes training these beasts as I once did.
I could take a look at it for you.
What are you gonna do? Fix my leg?
Maybe.
He watches you like leans it out. Go ahead.
He's just like crippled, like his leg just doesn't work.
His leg, one of his legs looks like he has like a severe limp with it. And yeah, you can make a medicine check if you're trying to deduce anything else.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh my god, that's so high. That's a crit.
Yeah, you
It's
can
like a
tell that it's
28.
pretty simple. Like what happened here
26.
is it healed naturally, but it never got reset properly and it was broke at one point.
All right.
So yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna-
pretty much incapable of doing anything with this. Like
I'm just gonna be like,
unless you perform like a surgery.
I'm gonna
This is gonna be
look at it.
crazy.
I'm gonna be like, when my buddy gets back, he's gonna need to help me with this, but I can fix it for you. I can if you want some for a coin.
I don't know whether to have you roll deception or persuasion because like you might fuck it up more. So I'll let you decide.
I'm trying to persuade him. I think I could do it.
Okay.
I guess that's what it would
Roll
be.
persuasion. Yeah.
12.
No, thank you. He watches he keeps limping. Just-
All right. I guess if you want to live forever. So what's
You're a
up?
cheeky one, huh? Maybe you should go with your friend.
All right.
Here's he whistles. You see the dogs start coming back. What do you do?
I'll let the boy go.
Oh, you let him go.
Hey, just skip it again.
He runs away.
No, wait, not right now. Do it later. At night time.
He nods his head. As you get back, you see as the guard's like, "Where's the kid? You didn't catch up? I heard the dogs
No, he's
growling."
right here.
Oh, you do have him.
Yeah, I didn't let him go.
Oh, you said you did let him go.
No, I said do it later tonight.
Oh, gotcha.
Like run away?
Gotcha. Yeah, he grabs the kid and grabs him by the arm and just starts dragging him with him. Like,
Hey, ease up on the kid.
he'll be okay.
No reason to drag him. He'll go with you.
The kid like doesn't get up. He's just like limp, like, you know, just like limp dragging this kid.
Stop being an ass. Come on.
Roll persuasion.
Just knifes him in the leg.
I get advantage for you.
You do.
Okay.
You do.
Sweet. Oh, okay, that's better. So I rolled a 12, so 11.
You watch the kid looks at you and just like goes to get up, but then he only just like helps him every now and then. He keeps dragging, and like he'll drag and then he'll walk, and then he'll drag, then he'll walk. Watches the guy like he kind of like times it well, so that way his limp is timed with the drag, and he kind of just like pulls a little bit harder during that. He kind of like makes it like almost look natural.
Tried to fix his leg.
As you guys get down to the beach, you can see that it's
While going to the beach.
Yep.
I want to speak. Yeah, so
you hear voices at the beach clearly.
last night, I met some people from the Crescent Watch. Those are the people that are currently, I do believe, with the bear,
What?
the ice bear,
Crescent Moon Bear.
Crescent Moon Bear. Yeah, those guys.
What about him?
I met them.
You met the Crescent Moon Bear?
No, not the Crescent Moon Bear. I met Fenric,
Who's Fenwick?
he's a guy that's part of the Crescent Watch. Fennec. It's a thing. You know the guys that were around him, the squirrel dudes.
Oh,
Yeah, I met them last night.
how did that go?
It was interesting. You know, like my date
Well,
that I had.
so
with the
you went
Lunar
on a
Peeper.
walk last night as well.
Well, before. Yes. I got to ride a giant squirrel. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
It was really cool. But yeah,
Those giant squirrels kill people. We were warned pretty heavily to stay away from them.
no, they're really cool. And they move really fast. But have you ever heard of something called hypertrialism? Hypertrialism.
Hypertrialism?
Yeah. Ever heard anything
Have I
about
ever
that?
heard of
You can
anything
make a history
called-
check at disadvantage.
Called hypertrialism? A 2.
Yes. Just now.
I've heard of it before now.
Oh. Yeah.
Just a few moments ago.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. But I'm going to have to do something else with them. I have to go on a hunt. It's going to be myself. But it gets us closer to the crescent moon bear. Because if I get...
What does it mean you have to go on a hunt?
I don't know. They just told me I have to go on a hunt with them.
What happened? What'd you see? What'd you do?
Huh? Oh, I fought one of them.
The squirrel person?
Yeah, and he transformed. Like, it was crazy.
Like I do.
Kind of. Like halfway. It was almost like if you, like, grew lizardy parts. And then...
The only partially transformed.
Partially transformed. They called it like that hyper translism.
I don't believe you that that's what it's called anymore. And
Right.
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Yeah. It's connected with the moon. Moon's pretty cool. Moon does cool things.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
As you're kind of thinking this over and you're getting a little bit more context here, you can roll another history check straight.
A1.
No. Now that you're hearing a little bit more context for it, yeah, still with the incorrect word, like not being anywhere close. Like you know you're struggling.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's interesting.
Oh.
Hopefully you don't die when you inevitably go on this hunt.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully it's like after, like in 2 days. Like once when this thing's done.
my walk last night was interesting.
Oh yeah? What happened?
It was a involuntary walk.
Oh. She came knocking?
It seems Resto has some pull with this entity. He asked that I be summoned, and I was. He wants a private meeting with Kadric Sniddigan. And because we are now members of the Code, he can use us to get that meeting.
I don't trust the Sniddigan. I think they have something to do with the Murringa.
I don't know who to trust.
I trust less.
Resto?
Oh yeah, I don't trust him anymore. Not after what you said.
He said that if I were to fail in this, it would break his trust entirely. But if I were to succeed, it would regain his trust. And I think in order to be able to achieve the goals of extracting this thing from him, I think I must gain his trust.
Okay. If that's what you think.
I don't know how to get a meeting with Kadric. I've never even talked to him.
He's part of the mercenaries. He's the leader. I'm pretty sure we can.
He's also on the council.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he might be there wherever we go. But if he's not, we can at least ask.
He's close to Dag.
I wouldn't go that way.
We were told that he is.
But I wouldn't. Well, I know, but I just wouldn't.
But Dag's close to me.
Okay.
So
Whatever you think, buddy. If that's what you want to do.
As you guys are continuing this conversation, you do make it to the beach. Foxner, as you're heading down to the Net and Voyager and you're going that way, you see what looks like a person that seems to be like shouting out, just incessant, map for sale, map for sale. I got a map from some dead adventurers. 3 gold. Map from some dead adventurers. 3 gold. Probably a lot of treasure here.
I'm gonna walk over there. How far am I from him?
Oh, like 39.2 feet.
Then I'm gonna, hey, what do you got there?
Oh, I got this map. I found it off this. This map comes from a group of dead adventurers that I found this map.
Where?
It's 3 gold. It was a place.
I'm sure it was. Well,
It's a very valuable map.
But you've not told me anything of significance. That would
So
make
it
me
was on
believe.
some adventurers.
How do you know they
A
were
group of mercenaries. Well, they were fighting, and they perished. And this was on one of them.
Who were they fighting?
Against a very large, spiky creature. It was like going through the forest. I'm not from here. I don't really know what it was, but
What were you doing in the forest, frolicking?
Does anyone want to buy this map for 3 gold? If you buy this map, I might answer more questions.
I will give you 1 silver.
There were 5 of them. They lost to this giant creature. It was like 20 feet tall, had spikes all over its body. It was shooting it at them.
I was going to give you 5 copper, so I doubled it.
How generous of you. I cannot sell it for that little.
I mean, you have not told me anything to make me want to believe that this has any significance.
Well, I was in the woods to the north, checking them out, just as one does, hoping to... I don't know what I was hoping for, honestly. And I came across this group that was in the middle of a fight against this other thing, and I hid. And everything that they had on them, I had really no use for. But I saw this map on them, and I figured someone around here might have a use for it.
Why don't you use it?
It's too dangerous up there.
Let me see if there's any significance. Show me what you see here.
It'll cost you 3 gold.
Well, I don't have 3 gold, so I can't take it. I have 1 silver I can offer you.
I am insulted by that offer, sir.
Well, I would love to do more, and how about this? I'm gonna show you a trick, and if you're amazed, you will take it for 5 silver. You will give it to me for 5 silver.
The lowest I could go, and this had better be a great trick,
A very
is
great trick.
1.5 gold.
Let's see if I believe I have it. Let me double check. Well, yes, then. This is going to be okay. Let's do it. I have it.
Let's see the trick.
All right. So I'm going to pull out my deck of cards that I
Okay.
have. And of course, it's a marked deck.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to do my most famous trick that I practice forever, that I show everybody, that I trick everybody on.
Okay, make a performance check. Okay, I'll choose the jester.
You said performance?
Or if you would like to, you can use, if you have proficiency in this gaming set, if that's a thing you have, you can use your proficiency plus your charisma. But I think performance is honestly better for you.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be 21.
That's my card! That's my card! You did it twice!
I told you. This is something that...
And it tastes like cheese! How? You were right!
I knew you would be so amazed. Everyone feels the same way after I've accomplished the trick in front of them.
Gorgonzola?
You're right. How'd you know?
Not my favorite.
But it was an amazing trick.
Would have been better if it was cheddar.
Well, I'll work on that.
Speaking of cheddar, you want to see who pulls out the map?
All right. And I'll give him the 1.5 gold. And I'll take
Alright.
I'll take it.
Do you open it up?
And it's how many? It's 10 silver, right? For 1 gold piece?
Yeah.
Yes, so it's 15 silver.
It's just a blank paper. Oh no.
Alright.
If it is, we'll just kill him.
I'm gonna open it up. And what do I see?
As you open it up, you can see what looks like a drawing and a sketch of the woods, and what looks like at a part of the woods that's far north of the lighthouse. Probably, if you were to look at the woods, it looks like the most northeast corner. That's a little bit outside of what you imagine would be like the near center of the woods. It's just northeast of that, and you can see that there's an X marked there. And as you're looking at the X that's marked there, you can see what looks like markings all across this map. And across this map, you notice that these markings are similar to writing that you've seen before. One on a document that was pulled out of the basement on the Yellow Glaive, and two in the adits.
The adits.
This is Cavern Dwarf.
Oh wow, okay. This is and does it look like in an area we've been in before?
No, it does not. It's
Oh,
in the.
really?
It looks like it's in the Scary Grove. Yeah. So put this map out. It's your last time bringing a mic. No. Looks like it's up here.
So, and how far is that? We would say 3 days.
Possibly, depending if you're mounted or not.
Oh, so it could be even longer.
It could be
mark?
faster.
Can you mark where it looks like it is?
Yeah, it's right here, guys. Map locale.
All right. Well, I will roll it up, of
And
course.
this right here,
Is it
watch.
And then where's the lighthouse?
Lighthouse is like right here.
Oh, okay. So that's way closer then.
Yeah, it's like 2 miles up.
Okay, so that's not far at all. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take the map, we'll roll it up, and I'm gonna give it away.
Yep, so that's a Cavern Dwarf map.
And I'm gonna keep heading towards my.
All right. You eventually make it to the Nettern Voyager. You can see what looks like Galip is here. You can see what was Brayov lets you in, confiscating your weapons once again. Are you trying to hide anything on you as you go in here?
No, not at all. I'm
Okay.
looking just for a couple with.
Yep, you see Rudy. You can see that he's down there. He watches you, sees you, waves at you.
Hey,
How are you doing?
yeah, I'm doing good, Mr. Purple Whipple. How are you?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Just getting ready for that fight. When are we doing that again? 2-3 days?
Yeah, I believe it was in the next couple of days that we have this planned out for. The person we originally had chosen to fight with you is not going to be able to do it anymore. But we have a substitute that's just as good.
What a tall coward.
There was just some things that were just not.
You don't have to make excuses for him.
Well,
I understand
yeah.
I'm intimidating.
You are. I mean, look at you and look at me. You're definitely very intimidating. There's
Oh, yeah.
no doubt about
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah. I'm like 17 of you.
Well, but we definitely have a fighter that will be able to do this here for you. And
Who's taller? The new one or the last one? They're like pretty equal in
pretty
height.
equal, right? Yeah, I believe
Yes.
they're the same. They're actually the same.
Perfect. It's like what I like to hear.
I'm telling you, you're going to really enjoy this fight.
Be like that classic story of Dalavid versus that very tall person.
Oh, yes.
You know that ancient story.
It's an ancient story. I remember Mom telling me when I was a kid. I don't really
Exactly.
remember everything about it.
Yes.
But do you do other work besides just fighting in the ring?
I also have been known to kick ass outside the ring.
Well, that's the kind of work I may be interested in. We are going to be heading up to a scary place, and we may want your company to help us out.
I don't like scary places.
Yeah. Does 5 silver help conquer that fear? For a
How
day?
long will we be gone? A day? The whole day? I make that in a fight.
All right. You'll also have, food and shelter for a night in one of the best places here in Meadowwhip. And you'll be pampered.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. You have good persuasion. You have good persuasion. We'll see.
Disadvantage. All right. Oh, okay. That's a 6. That's a 15.
That's a 15? Wow. You watched...
no, I'm sorry. 13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he says no. No. So if you ever need some help with something around town, that's about the right price. But I don't think I want to go to some. I mean, what's so scary about the place?
There's been local legends of some sort of serpent in the water near there, and
You had me at local legends. I'll do any, around town, maybe, but no local legends.
well, let me finish. So that's in the water. We're not going in the water. We're just going to this lighthouse, and
The Lighthouse of Therum.
yes,
They say there's ghosts there.
that's where we're going,
Yeah, you can count me out.
and you get to keep anything you loot there.
Oh, so no, it's honestly, I feel like you should focus on this fight. Get your fighter ready.
This is one of the preparations for him.
Going to this lighthouse.
Let me tell you the benefits. If you come out,
When are you going to the
Definitely.
lighthouse?
in several days.
Like before the fight?
Is it before the fight? It is. No.
Fight's in 2 days.
And no,
We're going
it's
to the
not.
lighthouse in 3 days.
3. Yeah. No. It's actually will be after the fight.
Yeah. Not really feeling it.
Well, how about this? If you lose, you go with us.
If I lose,
If you lose, you go with us for free. If you win, you get this 5 silver on top of your normal bill.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, that's like 24.
All right, that sounds interesting. He puts out a hand.
All right. So we shake on it.
Yep.
All right. Well, what else do they do for fun here? How much time do I got before I got to head
Oh,
out?
you got a bunch. He takes you over to a table, and you can see that there's a bunch of dudes gambling right now. And he starts getting in. It's like, pull out that deck that you always used to do those tricks with.
All right. And we'll go ahead and.
Yeah, all right.
Trick.
At this point, you can see that a person comes in, and you watch as it's a female. You can see that she's kind of middle-aged. Looks like she's had a couple of maybe alchemical accidents, judging by some of the scarring on her hands here and there. But she looks pretty professional as she comes in, and you can see that she has dull blue eyes. Looks at you and says, "Are you the one that needed the help with the alchemy?"
Yes, I'll be here.
I am Sebit. I have been trained by herbalists and alchemists that were from Knetsko. But I'm a little bit out of practice, but I am looking for work. I have been working occasionally with the guild, occasionally with the clinic, here and there, but nothing that's been consistent. But I work for about 4 silver a week. 4 silver a week.
All right. Well, I only will need your services for at least 3 days for this particular project, but I also could use your services if you were to produce any form of healing potions. Is that something you are capable of?
I've been capable of doing. Yes, I can help with that.
Then for the week, I need you to produce a particular potion. I will give you the directions and the details on how to do it. And it will take you about 3 days to do that. For the other 4, if you could produce 2 healing potions, I'd appreciate that.
That can be done. I can't speak to my skills on something new, but if you're willing to instruct, then it shouldn't be an issue. It may take a time or two, so hopefully you have a little bit of excess material for that.
I have a little bit. But if that is the case, so be it. Or maybe, if there is time available, I may be able to assist you in some of that in order to make sure that it is of quality, but I may not be able to, depending on business.
Do you have any place in mind to work?
I am not familiar with this place. If there are any...
You said the nature of this, you wanted to be confidential, so I just assumed that maybe you had a secure location in mind.
We have a room in the Netted Voyager that may be something you could use.
You know that herbalism stuff, like you probably don't have to worry about anything in terms of like odor or anything like that, but making your feather fall, you would know that would be a little bit caustic. Not like it's not going to be acid or whatever, but it'll definitely produce some strange aromas.
You know, I actually know the perfect place. There's a man. You may find him at. I will actually seek him out, but I have a place that might be discreet enough that it can be done. I'll have to speak with someone to ensure that can be the case, though.
You can send word to here. I will come by checking for messages.
Will do.
Yeah, I guess I look forward to it, and yeah, you can pay after the week is done. So
I don't think I've ever actually asked Milty where his location of his place is. So,
you know it's in Little Snittigan. Yeah,
because that's where I intend to send her.
Gotcha.
That seems like the most untoward place to be, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I will then head towards Ike's Pickle Port because it's usually where he's at.
Gotcha. Righty. As you guys are at the beach, what are you guys trying to do?
First thing is, I'm gonna look to see if the kid's here.
Gotcha. He is?
Is he engaged in anything?
You can see that he's just like talking with other people along the beach, that he's fishing here and there, and then it looks like he's just like kind of like these other people, just trying to get some food, just sitting on the ocean relaxing.
I'm going up to him.
As you're walking away, I'll be like, hey, he's the one that let us in to the orphanage last night.
Oh, he let you in?
Through the window.
He notices as you guys are walking and waves.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Right. You ready for your training?
Absolutely. You watch as he
Here we
pulls
go.
out his dagger.
Yep. All right.
Oh, wait, which kid was there?
This is Ethan.
Okay, yeah.
Not the kid. The other kid will be there like the next. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was today.
All right. We might have a friend join us later.
All right.
Another
Go
kid
ahead
from the
and
orphanage. All right,
give me an attack roll. Like this will be how good you train him. Or also potentially murder.
Right. That is going to be 23.
Yeah, that hits him. Roll damage. No, I'm just.
I was thinking,
No.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
you spend a pretty good day training him on techniques and stuff like that. You watch as he's doing so, helping him out. Is there anything else you're up to?
Yeah, I'm actually going to wade out into the water, and I'm going to take out the Fashwick blade, and I'm just going to, like, not too deep into the water, it's where I can sit down and let the waves kind of wash over me a little bit, and I'm going to try talking to it while I'm in the water, and I'm just going to ask him, have you ever heard of the High Harbor?
I know of that entity.
Is there anything you could tell me about him? Or her?
It's a he. They are not the most responsible of patrons, but they mean well.
Not the most responsible. Did you ever have a patron?
At times there are those that I served, and those that served me.
Others had you as their patron.
Not in the sense you're talking.
How did, instead of curiosity, how does one wind up inside a dagger?
Not by choice.
Is there a way to release you?
You don't get an answer.
Not the most responsible. Is there a way to reach out to this High Harborer that you would know of?
It would be futile.
Because of my situation.
No. Patrons seek out people by messaging them, usually not the other way around. I'm sure you felt his presence.
I have. It's been very comforting, actually.
Then it seems you know what to do already.
Do you serve any sort of a purpose? Or
At
do you...
one time.
Do you know why your son was trying to open a rift, a portal?
To kill that dragon.
That would have been
She
quite
took over our home. What would you do if someone took your home?
It's quite fair. Someone did take my home. They seem to be on the same quest. And then I won't talk to it again. And I'll just kind of like sit in the water, look around if there's anyone that needs like help or like is struggling
You
with
find some
something.
people. Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check as you're doing so.
Okay.
You can too.
Ooh.
Not good.
I got an 18.
8. You feel that comfort come once again, but faster than before, you feel it recede.
Okay. Gotta get this shit out. Oh shit, I get out of the water. Is the bug still alive?
It's in a vial.
Okay. As long as it's good.
So, as you finish up with gambling, go ahead and give me a luck roll. Let's see if you win or lose some money.
Big money rolls.
Big bucks, no whammies. 18.
Ooh. You get 5 silver.
Nice. All right, I'll take that.
It's a third of what you invested in.
All right.
Some good gambling. And eventually, the morning finishes as you guys all finish your business. You, before the end of your business, you're able to get 2 Ikes. You do see, once again, you have everything but only your shortest weapon confiscated from you as you go into the familiar enclosed large tavern. You can see what looks like Nilty's slender frame that's sitting at the bar talking. Now you can see that him and Ike, who's like on a stool clearly, and the stool has him higher than Nilty is. Like you can see this dwarfling is like elevated, like just for no reason above Nilty. But they are like conversing a little bit, and you can see that Julie's there, as well as a few other former patrons that you can see. You also see Amrity Vasilu is here.
Yeah, so I'll approach Nilti and I first.
Watches they both nod at you and says, "How's it going?" So it's like,
Well, not the best, unfortunately, but there's not much we can do about it for now. But to just keep some people who care in the loop. Kahb was taken last night by the Circles of Murringa.
you watch as Nilty says, "He was very, not great at noticing things. I feel bad."
Unfortunately, we're all taken by surprise. No, I'm honestly surprised it took this long before the
Just
Circles took
Says,
revenge.
"What is up with them? They're taking the people that seem to be the most hearty. Do they not?"
Well, I fear that they're trying to maybe awaken some kind of entity. From what I understand, the ghosts, they're stealing life force from people. They're sending it somewhere.
What the fuck are they up to?
Something fucking terrible, I imagine.
Fucking tonks.
You know, there's not a better word to describe them. But in the meantime, I've made a deal to make a little bit of money with the dagger hearts. Make back actually all and earn a little bit more coin than what we already paid them. For that, Nilti, we're going to need to use the establishment as a place for it to be brewed, because I need it to be done a bit on the down low to keep it secret.
Well, place won't be ready for probably another 6-7 days or so, so seems to work out, I imagine. How much time do you need?
Ooh, for that, only 3 days. Should be fine, I imagine.
Sure, why not? You watch as he grabs from inside his robes and produces a key. He says, "We're about 4 buildings down from the orphanage.
Perfect.
It's yours, don't lose it."
We'll make sure not to. And a question. Would you be familiar if who Diana might have made business deals with recently? In terms of who would potentially be buying a shipment over, well, maybe possibly hundreds.
I mean, the Vice Squad have come into town recently, but they have no need for weapons. I mean, if anything, they would be offloading weaponry. Is someone preparing for war? Jeez.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and stay stoic at that mention. Like, yeah.
Which is Ike kind of looks and says, "Why? What do you?
We should,
What do you?"
we should go into your office.
Shrugs shoulders, says, "Sure."
Once we're in there, I can't tell you everything, but understand that this town might be more of a powder keg than anyone realizes. Therefore,
Not more than anyone realizes.
no, I mean half the city fighting itself. That much of a powder keg.
Why do you suspect this?
We are aware that there are a couple of factions at work trying to stabilize control. I have a feeling there's a possibility it could get bad. There's also a possibility it could. Depends on how things play out. But you've heard of potentially maybe things with the Wicker?
I mean, I'm aware of certain things that have been going on with it, yeah, but hasn't made its way to my neck of the woods as far as I'm aware.
I can almost guarantee you it has.
Really?
They are pretty good at being secretive. There's actually, in particular, someone I'm going to ask if you can maybe keep an eye out for. Someone we definitely need to keep an eye on.
Who?
He's a Hargia.
You're not talking about the bounty, are you?
I am. He's
Everyone's keeping an eye out for him.
Sure. I know, but he might be that catalyst. I'm not sure though.
All right.
It's not just the bounty is what I'm interested in. It's potentially preventing something terrible from happening.
Will do. Keep an eye out.
You might want to keep your eye around Little Snake.
Easier said than done. I mean, simply put, those lots are pretty good at keeping things pretty close to the vest.
I imagine. There might be more than a few reasons why that's the case. But I figured someone like you, who's, well, more knowledgeable, who's got experience in the underbelly of the city, it would be potentially one of the best ways for us to find out something. Maybe head this off.
They are a mysterious lot. They've been on this land for such a long time. Well, unless there's anything else.
For the now, no. That should be it.
I'll keep my eyes and ears open. Watch as he starts to move out.
Appreciate it. I'll leave and make my way back to Warmoss.
As you're making your way over back to Warmoss, you can see a familiar face behind you. It says, just like whistles, and then it says, hello. And you can see what is Am Ready Pasilo behind you.
Oh. How do you do?
Just a little bit of curiosity.
Sure. What could I do for you?
I noticed something odd happened last night, and I'm just curious if you could elucidate me on it. Do you guys have any business at the orphanage?
As far as I'm concerned, I don't believe we have business at the orphanage. Do we have business at the temple? Well, potentially. I'm not sure, I guess. At the very least. With all the ghosts going about, I know that I want to acquire more water. Why do you ask?
I just seem to have an off feeling about the place. I don't know why. And I saw one of you leaving it this morning.
What?
So I figured I'd ask.
Which explains the walk this morning. Well, it's not something I have knowledge of, but in terms of an odd feeling, do you have an inkling of what it could mean? Be connected to? Is it this Requiem you're after, or something else?
Well, there's been a couple of instances of, not trying to be too revealing here. Let's just say certain aspects of my ability to gather information have suddenly vanished a couple more times than I thought them capable of. Someone has a significant amount of abstract control within that vicinity is all I am saying.
Well, the lady is there. I hear she is quite formidable.
The priestess, yes. But this is something more. The ability to shut down things as it is produced is not very common. Frankly, my abstract was removed as soon as it was pushed forward. Do you know what I am saying?
Yes, I believe I do. That is surprising. That takes something of a formidable caster to do such things. That may. Now I'm interested. Well,
To be honest, though, it seems a little bit different. You know, usually if that were to occur, it's because someone sees a thing and puts an end to it. I know because, I just know. Anyways,
you're
though,
capable.
he doesn't answer. He doesn't. But as far as I'm aware, there's no one else in town that can really do such a thing. And it didn't feel like other altercations that I've had against such people. This was more of a divine sensation that I had. It was odd.
I am aware that there is ways to unwrap the spells even after they've been cast.
True, but this wasn't that. This was instantaneous.
Is that if you cross the threshold?
Just meaning that as my abstract resolved, it was eliminated. It was odd.
Something to keep in mind. I might, well...
I only brought this up to you, seeing as how you seem to be the most inclined.
It sounds interesting, but I would need to think on it to try and think of what could possibly cause that. But thinking on magic, does this sound even remotely familiar?
I mean, you can make a... I mean, if you had keen mind, it would help. But I'll go ahead and give you like a history check here.
So 14.
It's not hard. What he's saying sounds weird to you. Like he's talking clearly about, the countering of magic in some way, but he's trying to say that it had a divine element and it happened like instantaneously. So something here is not adding up. But you have experienced things messing with your magic already in town once before.
Yeah, after I think about that, I'm just like... What do you know about the Circles of Murringa?
Not too much. Mostly the various circles having things to do really on Salonius, and from what I can tell, obviously now in town. But in terms of their goals and beliefs, I'm kind of ignorant.
Fortunately, as am I. I've only recently been delving into understanding them. Perhaps they may be involved. I've seen a technique that could sort of do something like what you're describing in one of their facilities. Now, I'm not sure if that's something that's perhaps they're capable in the orphanage with their club as well in some way. That's all I can really tell you.
Well, interesting.
They create some kind of barrier. Magic doesn't quite work right.
Could this be turned on and off?
I have seen that.
Interesting. Very interesting. I'm glad we had this conversation.
I'm happy to help.
But to be honest, this was just more of a curiosity. He watches, he cracks his knuckles, and I have work to do. Have a good day.
You as well. Happy hunting. Walk away.
As noon approaches, anyone else doing anything before Cellar of Wisdom?
I just want to think on one thing. Like, as I'm out there in the water or whatever, I want to think on the glass, like the stained glass that I saw in the place. Did it look somewhat like the area where my vision was, where the two woods were meeting?
Not distinctively so. Like, there might have been portions of that were depicted, but it not like a meeting place between two different parts of wood. You got that it wasn't depicting any specific culture or race, just the intent of like peace in general.
Okay. That was it.
Gotcha. So,
I smell that you have a key on you.
It's a very strange thing to be particularly...
I smell that you have a key on you.
I need to use my yeah. I'm gonna hold up my key ring. Yeah. It's a weird thing I have.
It is one thing that you have.
Yeah.
You smell keys.
You can smell keys.
Yeah, just don't ask questions.
No, I'm asking
Can I
questions.
have-
This is an answer.
It's an innate power that I got. I can smell keys.
What do all
I'm
these
not
keys go
giving.
to?
I am not giving you this
Well,
key.
this one goes to the jail house. This one goes to the jail cells. This one goes to our place.
I'm keeping this key.
Can I make a copy of it?
Maybe.
All right, let me know. Oh, wait, Kieran.
We're
So
gonna
what
talk
you
about
guys?
this
What
keystone.
did you guys do today?
Are we all together now?
I
Yep.
think we've kinda
Yep, you guys are all
convened
back at Warmoss. You're about to like head down. It's like 11:30 or so, and you're about to head down to Cellar.
Yeah, I inform everyone about what I went over, except I don't discuss what I talked about. I do hold that back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll discuss all my.
So you let them know about the Vasilu stuff.
Yep.
And all that. Yep.
I'll talk about all my weird stuff. And as you're talking about that, it was like, oh, so like necklaces, like a necklace, you know, that prevents people from spying on people. The kid's got one.
He said it keeps rats away.
It said it keeps rats away.
Right, rats. Well, he said it wasn't like the animal rat.
Like a snitch.
Sounds like
Yeah.
that's what it means.
I think it's more like the jail cells that were down below. with
That could
the
be that too. Yeah.
Switch that was like, whoosh, no magic, click, whoosh, magic.
Maybe.
That's more what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well, because you told us about your experience, right?
About which one?
Your experience inside of the orphanage.
I told you
Right.
while we were walking.
Right. Well, if that was true, then how would your
Well, yeah.
wild shapes work?
Why were you in the orphanage?
Unwillingly.
Okay, so the last time you unwillingly went somewhere, it was because of arrest, though. I'm assuming this is connected.
No.
No.
No, I was
Wait, what?
on my night walk
Okay.
as a rat,
Right.
and the kid, that one,
Yeah. What about it? You like friends.
he like made me go with him.
He made you.
Yeah, his eyes started to glow. He gave me some cheese, and I woke up under his bed.
I like cheese too. Wait, you slept in his room?
He made you as a rat. Go with him.
Yes. And I woke
These
up
kids
under his
got
bed.
weird powers.
And then I was like, well, shit, I'm here. I might as well look around.
What if it turns
So,
off
you know,
magic?
I think it's a good thing you did that, because the more I'm hearing about this orphanage, the more there's obviously something going on here. I actually question if the Circle of Murringa might be involved at this point.
See, it's a
How
good
Everett
thing
just
I'm giving them
described
the
it.
daggers, isn't it?
Or maybe they're going to use
Or
the
you're
kids against
just-
us, and now you just arm them.
As you guys are walking
Oh.
back to Warmoss, you see a kid with a dagger sticking out of his ear. No, I'm just kidding.
How many? How many?
Side note, I did a lot of meditating. Do you remember that letter that we found?
Which
With the
one?
initials ZM?
Yeah, Zawir. Yeah.
You should let me look at that, by the way.
Yeah, you can look at it anytime you want.
I mean,
But-
it's got cavern work on it, doesn't it? I can read that.
Yeah. Wait, you can read Cavern Door?
You can
No, no. This.
We've never
this-
gone anywhere yet
right?
with me
This
to
is the
read
thing in
Cavern
Cavern Door?
Yeah.
The letter was just normal.
Yeah, it was just normal.
But listen. He said, I've started a new line of prospects at a tavern in
Uh-huh.
the skewering ports.
Yes, I told you about that. Remember when we were like trying to have that conversation with them
No, I don't. Prospects for what?
for the dust?
Maybe. But he also says, our friend in Clum Scorpion needs to find a buyer for 7 or so. Send me the results of the experiments.
Yeah, I don't. I literally was telling you about that. When we were trying to talk to Zawir, I was like, hey, what about the things? We know some things. We got access to Clomoscorpia. You're like, shut up. Don't talk to me about any of this. I was like, okay.
Yeah, why would you talk to him about it though?
No. Well, I don't know, because we found his stuff.
Look, they're
Seems like a
clearly
bad
saying
idea. But I'm just curious.
Who the
The
contact is?
results of the experiments.
Mm.
We've seen some
seen that
experiments,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it was
The
Tierra,
stitching-
wasn't it?
The stitching of the people.
Maybe.
Is that their experiment?
I think no, because that was to Yarif. We found it, in
was to
Yarif.
Yarif.
Yeah, wait, no, because I think it says, "Tell me about the experiments."
Send me the results of the experiments.
Right, I think it was more or less talking about the potion.
But when he sent this to Yaref, he wasn't here. He's not been here for very long, right?
Need more context. What are you asking specifically?
Zawir. We've been told that Zawir's only been here, like on the island, for like not super long, right?
I mean, at a minimum, it has to be 6 months.
Oh, I thought it was like 3 weeks.
No,
No.
how would he couldn't have wrote that? You guys found that letter 6 months ago, and it was from Zuir.
Okay,
He's
never
been-
mind. Forget everything I just said. None of it matters.
Well, no, I mean, I really want to talk more about that stuff, but it's not going to be something we should be like, hey, but we should.
I don't want to talk to him about it.
Okay.
I mean,
Now look what I got. Next, I'm gonna pull out the map. I need you to read this for me. It's got some sort of dwarven stuff on it. I'm gonna open it up, or I'm gonna hand it to him.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Just to say it had a
So you speak Dwarven, but Cavern Dwarf
Oh,
is
sorry, yes, it's
difficult.
Dwarven.
Yeah, is difficult. So you can go ahead and make a history check as you're trying to decipher what this is. It's also not a thing that you can just do right now. Like you don't have time to do this and make it to the Cellar of Wisdom.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah, you
No,
can
hold off on
afterwards.
doing it
Afterward,
afterwards.
yeah, because this is like translating work. Like it's difficult.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it and say this is some sort of kid that said that
It's
he found
obvious that it's Cavern Dwarf. Though. It's obvious.
Well, maybe this is another edit.
it. I just bought this for
Okay,
15
this is really
silver
close.
pieces.
You would have to get McGee, though.
Why?
Maybe I could, if I can translate this, I could maybe get somewhere.
He's really helpful when opening these
I
things.
know. I'm
Sure,
just
but
saying,
he's
we
all
don't
the way
have
in
to have
Twin
him
there.
to go in.
He's all the way
Okay.
in Twin there.
Okay.
So
You
It's not a bad
you
idea.
are
Don't get me
like
wrong.
you know that no matter how good you do, you're going to have like mistranslations and not like he's an actual expert. So just to be clear, like that's already been established. Like no one is good at Cavern Dwarf because it's that old. So you will like at best you'll get 50% to give you some context.
still a help, you know.
Oh, yeah. Where'd you find this?
Oh, I bought this from some kid.
You bought it?
1.5 gold pieces.
That's a steal. This is at least worth 3.
Yeah, he wanted 3, but I actually talked him down. It's a special trick. You know,
You're
that
so
trick?
good with your mouth.
Well, no, it was my card trick. I went in and showed him this famous card trick, and he loved it.
it's impressive.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
but I think this can help us with
I
something.
mean, I want to go to every island on this island before we leave.
You showed us so many times.
What if there's like 50?
Then we're going to every island because
We are
these
going to every
things,
attic, yeah.
they have knowledge.
We also have a hat to go get. I literally have the key in my back pocket. Just waiting for us.
All
Whatever.
things in good time.
But just whatever.
But
I'm just
So
reminding
do you
us.
think this is to an attic? The location of an attic?
if it's related to the cavern doors, most of their places it seems they lead to are something to do with attics.
Now, as you're looking at this, you can go ahead and make an investigation check too.
14.
That's high enough. This map is not several hundred years old. This looks like someone else wrote this, maybe like, you know, from memory, maybe it's fake, maybe, you know, someone like translated and did their own map, but this is clearly not a Cavern Dwarf age paper, right? This is
Really?
newer than that. Whether or not it's real or not is a different story entirely, but it's clear like this was obviously transposed or something like that.
Where did this person say they got this?
There's some people were fighting this huge beast in the forest somewhere, and they perished. Unfortunately, is what he said.
Fighting a huge beast.
What kind of huge beast?
He said it was a big beast with spikes on it. I believe.
Oh, Darnadon. You know that thing that we're gonna take down, just so we can rub it in that one dude's face that has the Darnadon Appreciation magazine.
Oh, those
Yeah,
spiky
well-
things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you remember things really good, and sometimes not so good.
What do you mean? I
Like
remember
that
things really well.
hyper tribalism.
I thought it was called hyperglycemia.
No, it's hyper tricholism.
You can make both of you a history check at hearing that.
13.
17.
17. You have heard of this. It's not something that's super common. Like, you know that it's a derivative of lycanthropy, but you're not sure the full context of what that means. But what you do know of it is that it's a lesser form of lycanthropy.
See, now that's a word.
That's what
And,
he
And,
said.
and you do know that there's people afflicted with this across the seas.
Okay.
That's another thing. Like it's not like super common, but it does happen, and it can spread easy.
Mm.
Right. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
It's kind of like lycanthropy.
Well, what's that?
You know, like werewolves, where you can turn into a creature. It spreads.
I
pretty-
literally told you that's what they were doing. You didn't
Sounds
catch
like a
that?
disease to me, though.
and
It's
it
horrifying.
spreads easily.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, if you get this, maybe stay the fuck away from me for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. You sleep at least 6 feet away.
You sleep in your own room from now on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say that's
No, we need to stay together. So
Yeah.
what if the more ghosts come back?
Lepsy will sleep in your room and watch you. Lepsy can just, disappear, and then your big oaf ass can't touch her.
I mean, your people.
You said squirrel people told you about this?
Yeah, squirrel people.
So you want big pointy teeth. That's what you're telling me.
Oh, I don't know.
And
I
a
don't know what it
small
is.
penis. From what I've heard. Oh shit,
don't-
it's time to go.
Yeah.
Guys are running late. As you guys get through the door, making sure that the coast is clear before you do, and head down to the cellar, you can see what looks like a older elf, and you can see that this is a elf that has like green tinged skin with blue eyes and long white hair. You can see that he gestures to you guys to come forward and sit down at one of the long tables. You can just see that he says, "Hello, Revenants. I am Retour, the curator of the Cellar of Wisdom. Today I have one assistant that will be helping you. He will be watching as well, just to make sure no damage is done or anything like is accidentally taken from the premises. He will be able to help you on any type of research that you need to do. He's very decently trained. You'll have the rest of the day here until about 8. And just try not to bother anyone else here. You are not to talk to anyone else that is within the confines of here. You are to keep to your own business. And we have various scrolls and codices on many subjects across the times.
We can talk to the boy, right? The guy.
Yes,
Okay. I was just clarifying. You said nobody else.
him and him alone,
Okay. Cool.
as well as yourselves. You are to mind your own business, simply put. But thank you for coming here, and just try to be respectful of your own time as well as Gimlet's.
Thank
You
you.
watch as he gestures, and you can see that as he does, you notice that the door just slides without him even touching it. And you can see that as it does so, you can look what sees a pretty nice foyer that looks wood grained in panel, kind of like the inside of a ship. And you can see that just beyond that is a wall, and that there's 2 hallways that go on either side of the wall that's behind this front entrance foyer. And you can see as you pass through that wall, you can see what looks like it descends into a double curving stairwell. And along this stairwell, and then all through what looks like a area that's probably at least 150 feet long by about 150 feet wide. And you can see that there's more doors on the outsides, and each of these sections at the bottom of the stairs is filled with rows and rows and rows and rows of books and codices and scrolls. And you can see that there's at least like 80 shelves here that are stacked. You can see that currently right now, it looks like there is a group of people that's with another assistant. You can see they're at the back left corner of this place, and you can see that they seem to be sending the assistant out every now and then to fetch more books. He gestures over to an area to the right. You can see there's been a sitting area for you guys put together. You can see it's with all chairs of different sizes that is comfortable for you. And you can see that as the retour gesture follows you guys, you can see that at the bottom of the stairwell is a young human. You can see that he introduces himself, says, "Hello all, I'm Gimlet. What can I help you with today?" As he gestures over to the table.
A lot.
Everything you have on cavern floors, please.
Cavern dwarfs. Okay. Easy enough. Any other subjects?
Yeah. The chasm moon.
The chasm moon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have any books on music and spells?
We do have some songs and some music that are here, but spells not so much.
I'll take a look at the songs.
I have two actually. One is any sort of record on the past wars, I suppose, between the deities, where they were fighting against not the Drifting Summit.
Was the Drifting Summit versus the Surat Javad?
Yeah, the wars against Surat Javad, and
To put into context, are you trying to look up stuff that you heard about the previous day from Olgan? Because that is not against Surat Javad. Is that what you're trying to look up? Are you trying to clarify the things you've already looked up, or are you looking for fights against Surat
yes,
Javad?
fights against Surat Javad, like
Okay,
throughout history
gotcha,
that may
okay.
have been recorded or
Gotcha,
anything.
gotcha.
The other thing, if you have anything on it, is Ascension to Godhood. Any information on that?
All right, so you can see as he starts grabbing all these different books for you guys and putting them before you. And yeah, you guys can either make an investigation or a history check as you start to pull through things. Let's see what you guys learn.
I think it's the same.
I guidance myself every minute for the next several hours. 8.
7.
7.
60.
Hey! Okay. So, yeah, there's like, failure doesn't equal nothing in this context because you are reading things. It's just you're not going to find out super, super juicy stuff. Right? So that's your first half, and then you'll have a second half. You can do the same subject or you can move on if you'd like. Okay. So, you learn of the chasm moon that not only did this place used to be a moon, but it was said that there used to be a society on this.
A society on the moon.
Yes. And it's said, it's not known if this is true, that this society was possibly maybe some of the first elves that made it down onto Ignis. You also learn that there is an old entity that is tethered, and the reason that this moon is named is after a you find the name called Kazimlo Nox. Kazim space LO space NOX. Never heard of that before.
Nope.
But yeah, that's pretty much
And it's an entity that
an entity of some kind.
entity of
And it's old. It's old. Like it has something to do with that old stuff that you said, like there used to be a society of some kind up there.
Okay.
With just even looking through this stuff, you also learn that, you know, there are different creatures that have different affinities with the different moons, and that some creatures have affinity with multiple of the moons, and that depending on which moon maybe chooses them or which one you choose can confer different benefits potentially. You learn, I think this is just also just like in learning in general, like it would be hard to not understand this. The Sable Moon tends to deal with subterfuge and espionage type things. So the Orchid Moon tends to deal with calming and like restorative things, and that the Roseus Moon tends to deal with like straight up combat and warfare.
Oh, that one sounds like mine.
You, as you're doing this, give me a luck roll too.
The important.
Which one?
Crit.
Let's see how juicy your stuff is.
That was good. 7.
7. Okay. So, as you're looking through about this stuff on the cavern dwarves, you're seeing a lot of information that you'd previously learned before, that there were cavern dwarves across multiple islands on the Glorion archipelago. But you learn in particular that it's clearly this island that is one of the main ones. Restoric also has records of cavern dwarves being there. The Frinnerin Shelf, it's where people suspect there might still be potentially some cavern dwarves. Possibly, but not for sure. And then another place that you have only heard of from Bayern called the Grabian Forest.
Gravian or
Grabian. Yeah. And in fact, Bayern has told you about a group known as the Grabian Wanderers who originate from this place.
Ooh, don't they help get rid of the undead?
Mm-hmm. Now, in addition to learning that, you learn a couple of interesting things about the cavern dwarves. That they had technology that was capable of shifting massive amounts of stone and shifting constructs that they developed, and even chambers shifting around. You learn that several of the places that they built, maybe whether that's like prisons or barracks or stuff like that, were capable of being rearranged. You're not exactly sure how that can occur, but that clearly has to be either a great feat of engineering, a great feat of abstract, or maybe a combination of the two. You even learn with that decent check that they were sometimes capable of shifting places entirely. Moving them from one side of an island to another. Like fully built structures.
Jeez. Jesus.
And with that also high roll, you learn that originally one of the reasons that they came here is just because of the strong latent abstract that was left here. And you try to look into that, but with that luck roll, you just don't glean anymore. Another thing that's just kind of an obvious thing here and there is that the cavern dwarves are an underground creature, but that was mostly just as a means of protection from how dangerous stuff is around. They are fully capable of going outside and dealing with things, and it's odd that they're to the north because there's a lot of stories in history of them having big problems with giants. Big problems. And because of their temperament, they actually weren't known to have a lot of quarrels with elves. That's pretty much the gist of what you learn. Yeah, you struggle to find much things. You are finding music that's new and stuff like that, but with that roll, you don't find anything that's, giving you any new songs that you feel like are going to help out your allies in a strong way. You are finding some music from Salonius, some music from Restoric, and some music from Zvaitanor. So you can write that down that you do have a few tunes from there, some classics from these places. But other than just finding some old music pieces from the past and stuff that maybe if you were to find a local, they might be impressed by, you don't find anything beyond that that's a very super unique thing or something like that.
All right. Now I want to do a second thing and see if I can find any type of old information on underground buildings or passageways
On the island, on Archeolono, or just in general?
On this island here.
Okay, that on your second check, that's what we'll do. And then yours, Tyler? What was yours again? What were you looking for?
Wars on Suret Jafad.
So your check wasn't super good, but there's definitely records of a few different entities being dealt with. These ones are two of which you already know. You know of Altamrex, and you know of Rosenbelkrov. You learn of a third entity you haven't heard of, though. And you're getting the sensation that this has something to do with, that the Wicker has something to do with like nature and like trees or something like that. You know that Altamrex has something to do with like seas in general. You're getting a vibe that this one has something to do with like land, maybe like continents, massive island. You're not really sure the full context of it with that check. But the name that you come across is Gineric. Ginerek.
Okay. And he's pulling up as one of like
An entity from Serejafod that
that
there
had been
was
fought
something.
against.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And this is one thing that you get with that check. When they fight against an entity from Serejafod, these forces, they are fighting against an entity. It's not like 7 versus 5. It's like all of them versus a singular entity at a time. And even with that bad roll, you get the assumption because if they fought against more than one at a time, that would probably be chaos forever.
Okay.
Nothing you're reading is telling you these entities are weak.
Right.
All right. So then the second half of the day for you guys. So Mario already told me your thing. Same subject or a different subject, John?
I'm looking at either the Lunar Bay or Carnicus.
The what?
Lunar Bay or Carnicus.
Cardicus things? Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
either if they can do Lunar Bay.
Make your roll. Okay, go ahead.
I am going to look specifically into things relating to Ipsovik.
Okay. Mario, I already know what you said. Go ahead and make your roll. Then Virgan?
Yeah, I had said ascension to godhood.
Is your second thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make the roll. What'd you get?
7.
Oh. So, yeah, once again, you're looking through stuff, so you're not going to learn nothing, right? But you're just not going to get anything super juicy. What you do know that you didn't know before is you do get an origin point to Cardicus's godhood. And it's within Zvaitanor, specifically Axeliora. Something occurred there that earned him that power.
Axeliora and Zvaitanor.
Yep. You know, Axeliora is one of the capital cities out there.
Yeah, and that's also where like Hackjack came from, right?
So
That's
yeah,
where Carnicus
definitely.
rose to power.
Yep. So something going on there. What did you want?
20.
And your thing again, one more time?
Yeah, Ipsovik.
Ipswich, gotcha. Yeah, that's not bad. You start looking into it, and what you learn is this is a little bit different from Murringa because Murringa envelops the divine aspects that were pulled from Ipsilmurringa Ixilvoria, whereas Ipsilwick represents the abstract things that were pulled from that entity when its abstract abilities were potentially split, it seems. And that they focus more on the arcane side of abstract than the divine, and that their powers are more within that side of things. And as far as what you would expect, that, you know, one of the biggest priorities you get for Ipsilwick is the control of mind.
Interesting.
One further thing that you get from that, with just having such a good role, is that they wouldn't be opposed to controlling the heart either. And that there have been cults that have been seeking it across time. And they are referred to as the Rose of Ipsilwick. ROWS.
Like corn.
The Rose of Ipsovik.
I'm now always going to be associated with Rose of Corn. Or a heavy metal band.
Just make sure I got all that. It's the abstract portion of Ipsilvoria. They are focused on the control of mind. And they're not in cults of it, have not been opposed to controlling the heart, and they've been actively seeking any of them. And one of them is known as the Rose of Ipswich.
Yeah, that's what they're called. That's what they're like. Yeah, the Circles of Murringa and the Rose of Ipswich. Very odd, very distinctly different shapes from an entity that was split for itself. Yeah, and also with that very high check, you would also learn that a lot of people that do take after Ipswich, they don't just learn to do abstract, they learn to apply it physically in combat. So it's a lot more of a combat-based abstract application as opposed to like nerd stuff, if you will.
Kind of like the claws.
I need more context.
So the
I don't know what you
claws from the Murringa that were down there, like the ones that had the claws.
I don't think it's relevant.
I'm just saying like the physical like that.
Sort of. No, honestly, actually no.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's not relevant. What was your check?
15.
And you were looking for, yeah, so there are a lot of notes on caverns that are along the river and specifically within the Finned Mountains, which you already knew. As far as the caverns go, you know that they seem to be following along the water lines of the island, once again the rivers and in the Finned Caverns. And that there are several that are reported here in Mediacharger. There are several that are reported towards Homascorpia and in Twin Tier.
Really?
Yeah.
Several in Mediacharger and where else?
And in Twin Tier.
And Twin Tier.
Yeah. Now you can make a luck roll for me too as you're looking at this.
Big money luck roll. Just roll 30.
Ooh, 5.
Oh, as you're looking at Twin Tier, you're looking at like some of the map patterns that have come up, and you're seeing some that have been crushed in, some that haven't. And it looks like some of these tunnels do lead into like some portions of the underside of Twin Tier, but with that luck roll, you don't glean anything else.
Nice, okay.
Still good. There's one into our house.
It's a bidet.
Turn into a lizard. Hold my breath.
You.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. With that roll, you're looking up a subject that doesn't have a lot of material on it in the first place, but what you do find is that realistically, a lot of it is the right place, the right time. That there's no possibility of obtaining godhood unless the planes beyond this one are open to you for some reason. And if that doesn't occur, there's never an opportunity to cross over. And if you aren't strong enough to handle crossing over, then you have no chance of godhood. So it's about developing the strength in the first place for it to even be a question. Because as you've seen previously, mortals that go into those realms can come out a husk.
Right.
So,
Have to get thrown through hell in order to be able to get to hell. Okay, train me.
you just need to wean into it.
Right.
I just get weaned on hard world.
The resistance.
Like a little portal, you
Just
get
just
a
hurl
bigger-
my pinky through And then make one final luck roll, guys.
12.
I believed it.
As you guys are spending all this time here looking up various subjects on various different things, also just trying to get further informed on things. You guys can't help but thinking like, man, this island, like, it has a lot of connections that are just like odd as you're looking through it, and there's a lot of tunnels here. Like, this amount of tunnels isn't natural. And you keep thinking about the cavern dwarfs came here for some kind of latent abstract, and you can keep thinking like this is also like, you know, you're not super experienced, most of you, with this, but those of you that have been casting magic longer, meaning like you and you, well, actually you too. It's really, you're the only one that has not been like, actually these two have been longer than you. That's actually kind of a weird thing. Yeah. But regardless, it was hard to acclimate to this area. So there's definitely something in the past year. And I mean, you know that a couple things about this island. I mean, you know that, you know, the Kangarook, the first one, and the Ignatian Monitor, they fought against each other here. So that's something, but that's, you know, you're getting the vibe that whatever it is predates that. But with that luck roll, yeah, nothing clicks.
We should just fucking leave this island.
No, I think we should explore it thoroughly. This place is fascinating.
I think there's something underneath this island.
Everything that's happening
Yeah.
is being controlled by something.
Earth.
What do you,
Something far more rare and more exquisite.
Like rare earth.
Something rarer than even your dragon.
What
It's-
dragon?
Something that's drawing these people here for some reason.
But yeah, because people can't be scryed on. No divination.
But
Because
why?
Because what's
That's the
causing
question.
that?
Something
There's
powerful enough to prevent something like
So
this.
many caverns means that maybe they were mining.
Perhaps they're trying to dig and find this thing itself. And
Maybe it's like
I think in some way they probably did.
I think so too.
we
It
should
might
probably
also
go in the north.
explain. It might have been something they couldn't handle. Because cavern dwarves are not really around anymore.
I think they're all gone.
No, there are some.
Are
There's
there?
some.
Oh yeah.
You just
Aren't
said
they
that
like
there's some.
in the north or something?
In the shelf.
Oh.
The
So the
Viridian
giants
Forest.
seems to be
Possibly.
pointed to where, if there are some left, that's where they would be. Even
How far is the
Your
Viridian
patron
Forest?
also said that. That's like,
Mhm.
yes, you
How
kind
far
of
is the
were getting
Viridian
that.
Forest?
I don't think it's even on this island.
Oh, it's not on this island. Oh,
You guys, none of you are really sure where it's at, but Baron lets you know that it's somewhere by where Dragolaces is. He says that it's usually one of the points of like that people use to find Dragolaces. Is finding the Grabian forests first.
oh wow. Okay.
well, we have more questions. And
Well-
those questions can only be answered in specific places.
I feel like I didn't learn a whole lot today.
I feel like I learned an incredible amount.
I did
Well,
as
so I was
well.
all fucking smart. Okay.
I'm not. It's great.
I found maybe another deity I can pray to. Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh no, I'll
yeah.
have to talk to I'll have to talk to the carcass, make sure he's good with me.
Cardicus likes Canopy.
No.
Gimlet, thank you very much.
He nods his head. Thank you all for coming down here and being respectful, and hopefully we get to see you again soon.
I'll give him 3 copper.
Thank you.
Put in a good word for us.
How often
I'll give
is
him
an
5
individual allowed to typically visit this in terms of frequency?
We try to let people come in after they've been made members of the code. But to be honest, it is a thing that's based on donation and reputation. So,
Donation, huh? I'm gonna throw some silver.
thank you. How much do you give them?
It's a silver. Because he went 3 copper, you went 5. So I'm gonna just
I meant the donation of scrolls and codices to further expand this wealth of knowledge.
Why didn't
that
you
we
say
have.
that before I gave you a silver?
You didn't wait for him to finish, to be fair.
Yeah, you kind of just went all out.
Ah, you led me on. Just like that date last night. Ah.
I'm sorry things have gone bad for you, but please keep it down.
And what did you do? I'm sorry.
Do you ever deal much in way of magic scrolls? As in not storing them, but would a donation of that sort of a scroll be considered valuable?
It would. We do have some things that do touch on the arcane, but it's not something that is made available to anyone that just comes in here. If you guys are looking for something of that variety, I would speak to the to the council about it, and they may allow you to see some of our more rarer books, but it's not something that's typically granted anytime immediately. And to be honest, having been there myself, it's not an extensive collection.
Wait, so you're telling me you have a forbidden section?
More or less.
Kind of like we're strict.
How long have you been doing this?
5 years.
That's impressive.
Does it pay well?
And
Okay. Sometimes people are great tippers.
and return? Been doing it for
I understand correctly, 15 years or so.
well, your knowledge exceeds your time here. Thank you.
I may have a donation to give in the near future, depending on after I've had my uses.
Speak with Retour, and he should be able to make sure that you are rewarded justly for so. Usually you can expect to make it in here about once a month or so, unless there's other factors.
Good to know. Are you good at looking at maps and seeing the authenticity of it?
I mean, only if it's based upon things that I already have knowledge of.
I would like to show you this map. I just want to know if it's real. It might not be real.
We can go check it out.
I just want to see if this is real.
Hypothetically, how good is your knowledge of archaeology?
I have pretty decent knowledge.
It's up to you, sir.
Yeah, I would say
It's your
you
choice.
paid for it. Yeah,
It's your choice. You paid for it.
yeah. I'm gonna grab it from you and I'm gonna let you have it and let you check it out.
Alright, I'll make an investigation. It's definitely secondhand, but the symbology that is Cavendorf here, I'm not versed in the language, but it does ring accurate. I'm not seeing any mistranslations as far as symbology that I have seen previously. As far as the map itself goes, I mean, it's simply just pointing to this locale. Whether or not this locale has something or not would be very hard for me to determine just based off of looking at it, but it's clearly not as old as the language on it would imply. But nothing at face value looking at it seems necessarily untoward. I would just simply say that it's clear that it has been secondhand copied in some way.
And what about the area where it's pointing to? Do you know anything about that area?
I know that many areas of the groves have large beasts that are within them, have occasionally had people that have set up attempts to tame certain of these creatures and put restrictions on them and try to be friendly with them, but it has never lasted very long.
So it's full of large creatures. Ah, great.
We got a thorn on.
But
Yeah, there was a thorn on it.
maybe one, two, but full of them? Ah, that just scares the bejesus out of me.
Everything about this island is terrifying.
You're not wrong.
We have yet to meet one thing outside of city. Even inside of city walls, it's terrible.
She says, "Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure." So now once he starts walking upstairs.
Take the map, go follow it.
Inside the city, we get out. Outside the city, we get out.
I'm gonna hand it back to you so that way, because you're gonna be the best one to translate it.
Yep.
As you guys are walking back out, you can see his Retour is there again. You can see what looks like an emblem on the edge of his collar, and any one of you that wants to can make a history check.
Oh, you suck.
20.
12.
You can see that he walks by you, and you can see that he's descending the stairway as the door closes behind. And as you're thinking, you're like, why does that look familiar? And you recall that that is the emblem that was on the flag that was outside the Natural Archive of Koblis.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm going to immediately just go like, excuse me, Retour.
He's gone. Shit.
And it's an emblem we've seen on our island.
Yeah, you know that Praxis's family owned the, what do you call it? The Koblis National Archive.
Oh.
Natural Archive.
Jeez.
Is anyone around that I recognize? You all that.
You do have a couple people down here, but no one you recognize.
I'll just go for the first person. Just ask him, how often is Retour down here?
All the time.
I don't know. How early does he get there?
I don't see him leave.
Good to know. Thank you.
Nods his head.
I'm gonna leave. Yeah, as we're like going up the stairs, like I have something I need to probably know about. I'll see you back.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna say this.
As you guys make it upstairs and you guys are walking around Warmoss, you guys can see what looks like a very large, familiar person. As you guys are walking this way, you can see walking south down, clearly looks like this person's like heading to the Ned and Voyager. You can hear, or not hear, but you can see like they're literally pointed that way and going straight down there. You see what is Tuga Jr.
Oh my.
And as he's walking there, sees you guys looking around the corner, raises a hand up. And that's where we'll end the session.
All
No.
They see what is a rather large turtle, and they can see that he has weapons all over his back, about 5 or 6 different ones, and his stature is about 7.5 feet or so. Very strong, and had a previous altercation with him at the King of Revelrin. So, thanks all 69,000 of you for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it, and you can come see us again next Tuesday at 6 p.m. where we continue the Goblins of the Glorian Archipelago. #GetLucky. Thanks, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.